want to do, and they're telling you that they are bombing a particular place. All these things are lie. All these things are lie. They are playing games. They are playing games. The Northern Fulani Zoological Republic of Nigeria, the Fulani hegemony, with their Hausa counterparts that have agreed for all these things to happen, have not yet achieved their dream, the dream of Othman Danfodio. Othman Danfodio, his dream, they have not yet achieved it, and they are fighting, working hard, playing with your brain. With what's the name? Modibo Adama, the one they used the name to give Adamawa state. You know, that guy came together with Othman Danfodio. Othman Danfodio was not alone. There's another great man that followed him. That is where that name Adamawa came from. Modibo Adama. He was the one who captured that area. And that was the name Atiku Abubakar used to give his university and all those things, to tell you that they are the lieutenants of these jihadists. To tell you the truth. To tell you the truth. They know what they are doing. Until they accomplish their mission, until they fulfill what they have in mind, they will not rest. Until they fulfill what they have in mind. So telling you that they are bombing the people they brought in to do this mission. The thing is that God is changing the game. When the people come, instead of them to focus the area, they will just see it as a political thing. They now turn their sword against them. And these are the works of prayers. Because the sword of the Egyptians must surely be turned against the Egyptians. The sword of the Amorite must surely be against the Amorite. When they opened the border for them to come, when they invited them, even the one Buhari told you in one of his interviews before he died, that people are coming from Libya, the ones Gaddafi trained, they are the one who are inviting them for jihad in the Zoological Republic. Their intention is to come and kill Christians. But reaching there, their mindset turn around, change. Because what they want, we are not giving to them. And you know that Nigerian politicians are very greedy. Very greedy, they are criminals. Just as we had, they are fighting in Imo State over 700 million. 700 million that Okebeke in Imo State released for buses to be hired, and people will be forced into that bus to go and welcome the impostor. I heard that the 700 million that was released, as he released it, it was like you threw just one goat inside lion den. Before the goat could land on the floor, lion has pieces it. They share the money, put in their pocket. Not even the number of buses they plan to were there, because they wanted in a situation, as information will gather, they wanted in a situation where they will rent buses and put people there, and people will be shouting and all those things. But his own colleagues, his own criminal political colleagues, the junior ones that under him, a little that will fall out of his table, they will eat. Immediately he released the 700 million naira. They shared it. Politicians are criminal, I tell you. Fear them. Whether high or low, anyone you see, fear them. And that is why we continue the campaigning of eliminating them one after the other. You see, the worst is the Igbo politician. You see them. Vulture is better than them. Vulture is better than them, brother. Vulture is better than them. We must continue. Let's get back to what we are saying. The area is also affected by the current shutdown of telecommunication network in the neighboring state. The attackers were said to have raided the area around 2 a.m. on Thursday. They were said to have deceived the unsuspecting members of the community using Muslims' call for prayer. You see, they came there, they used their religion, they called for prayer, and people came out. Bandits call for prayer. You see how they have been using religion. This deceit of religion is everywhere. In as much as you love God and whatever, you must make use of your brain as well. They came around that 2 a.m. They called for prayer, and as people came out, the bandits arrested them, took them. So these are the things. The state deputy governor Maniru Dania on Thursday afternoon visited the area to condone the resident over the incident and retreated that the government's commitment to end the banditry. He also said that the state government would foot the medical bills of the injured. Sokoto, Niger, Katsina, Zamfara, and many other states in the northwest and the north central Nigeria are bedeviled by bandits' attack. You people brought all these things and it is working for you. The thing is that other people will not let it be. Short and simple. Other people will not let it be. Your target, the people you are targeting by bringing this bandit will not work. Even though you succeeded in initiating the politicians from those regions into your occultic cultism, it will not work. The people will not buy it. We are not going to accept it, and it's not going to work in our land. Rather, the monster you created will destroy you. The bandits kills and they kidnap at will, despite the large development of police officers and soldiers to the affected state. The police and the soldiers there are political. Some of them are even their member. Some of them are even their member. They repented Boko Haram and they de-radicalized the bandit. Didn't you see the one that happened in Katsina? In Katsina State, there were 3 guys that were arrested a few days ago. You might have heard the news. These 3 guys were members of the de-radicalized bandits. They submitted themselves to the government that they have repented, and the government, Aminu Masari, the criminal as the governor of Katsina State, now employ them to be working for the government. As he employed them, what happened? They are paying these criminals 110,000 naira every month. 110,000 naira you are paying to a criminal just because he has repented, to tell you that they are working hand in hand. I can't see the reason why a repentant criminal will be paying such amount of money, whereby there are graduates in that state. There must be graduates and some innocent citizens of that state that are roaming around, no job. Minimum wage of a police officer that have been fighting the insurgency should be about 30,000 naira, I think, or 2025, the minimum wage. But they de-radicalized in Katsina State. These 3 guys, there were 3 guys, the news is there. They were arrested by the police because they went using the government authority now to rustle some cattle from people and all those things. They were receiving salary of 110,000 naira. So this is a game. The police, the news is telling you we are there, and the military are some of their brothers. They know how they put it. When they will walk, they will put those ones who pretend as if they didn't see them. When you hear that the police shoot the bandits, is just the real Zolojan police. Maybe somehow they have an encounter with them. But if not, if they plan it, the other one will be there, and the bandit will be doing what they are doing. That one is in Zamfara State. Sorry, in Katsina State, Buhari State. In Katsina State. They have been arrested now, as they said. Tomorrow you hear that they have been released. But they have been paid 110,000 naira a month. De-radicalized. Where did Katsina State get that money? Tell me one good thing that is coming out of Katsina. If not desert. Nothing, my dear brother. Nothing good. And that is why they are trying to use all this, their Sharia and the governmental power, value added tax and all those things. To rob other states. I don't know why some people in the zoo are very foolish. Some states that are very rich, then they will gather the VAT and they will go and give a useless state like Katsina. They will go and use a useless state like Zamfara State. Some state are used. Kanu is the worst. They produce nothing. All they are very good is just that they are Sharia. Cut your hand off. Just to cut your hand off. That is the thing they are very good in. Then a state will raise revenue and they will give the state small and take the remaining one and to go and give the useless people in the north. and you keep quiet, and our politicians are not talking because they are slaves. Can somebody like Ozodimba talk? Can a senator from can Rocha Sokorocha stand up in the house and oppose this kind of thing? You can't hear such a thing from them because they are corrupt. Are you expecting all Jews Okalo to speak, to say no, this thing is not good, you are cheating our state? No. This is how they corrupt them and put them in the seat of power. Tomorrow when you talk, they will tell it, but your people are there. Your own people are there. Why are they not defending? That is why the cleansing will start from home. You will take this politician, stop binding and casting devil, binding devil, this, that. First of all, bind and cast that human devil, which is the politicians. This is what they are doing now. If they succeed in that, then somebody from the north don't need to work. Somebody from the south will work. The government will gather the whole revenue, and they will just give you 10% or 15% out of what you gather, and they will give it to them. What? Tell me good thing that is coming from Zamfara state or Katsina state, Buhari state precise. Tell me something good that is coming from there, that the whole country is benefiting. Kanu is big for nothing. Kanu had been making noise all these years. Nothing. Go and investigate. Just empty land with the 44 local government. At the end of the day, they will gather highest more than other people. If you go this Hijra, the same money that you pay, the same revenue from tax, from alcohol, they will eat it, but they will not allow you to sell the alcohol in their state. These are the games that we need to understand these days. And all these things is pointing finger towards the disintegration of the zoological republic. Brother, sister, there are people you are not supposed to live together with. There are people you are not supposed to merge yourself with. It is natural. There are areas you are not supposed to stay. Anything with the zoological republic staying together is backwardness. Is like abomination. It's like abomination to yoke yourself in the zoo. It's impossible. Look at their brain. Is it not the other day El Rufai coming out now to speak the truth, that the treatment, the preferential treatment they are giving to them in education should stop. Before they call it quota system. That is why an idiot will come out. He didn't go to school. He didn't study. At the end of the day, he will pass. And they'll make him commissioner, make him this. Now they have seen that the world is moving from another dimension, and this zoo now cannot help them anymore. People are waking up. Because very soon, Nigeria is going to disintegrate. Everybody go back to his own enclave. They know all these things. That is why they start speaking out. Somebody in the south east scored 126, 127 out of 130 something. You did not admit him into school. An idiot from Yobe State, and one idiot from Yobe State who don't even want to go to school, they force him. He get there, he or she write his name, Amina Sadatu or whatever, and he failed, and you employ him, you admit him into the same school, and immediately she's been admitted in that form, she will like that grace to be given to her. During the exam, whether she passed or she didn't pass, she will be passed to the other level, to the other class. She will be promoted to the other class until at the end they give her certificate. If you give him or her a lower credit, the government will come after you. Then tomorrow, with a cow brain, with useless brain, he will become the Senate president, just like the idiot you have there now. Anything they bring, he stamp. All the money that come, he put in his pocket. Anything you come, he can't even read what is there. That is why they have proved even the loan they collected from China. Have you forgotten? The loan they collected from China, written in Chinese language, they signed it. He doesn't know even what he's signing. Because the brain is not working. Because his name is Ahmed Lawal. His name is Ahmed Lawal. He didn't go to, he read nothing. People who study very well, they won't allow them to be there. So that is why, because why El Rufai is bringing that issue out now, my dear brother, is because zoo is coming to an end. They know that this thing didn't help them. All this chuku whatever they have been using to eat. It's not going to work again. Even some politicians are trying to kick it off. As you see, River State don't want all those things. They are trying to kick all those things out. So they notice that the eyes of people have opened and this thing can't continue. They are trying to change it. That is why he wants their people to study now, to develop their brain. Look at how we have kept low. Look at how they have suppressed us. The best brain will be under Wudu. The best brain will be under Ahmed. The best brain from the south will be under Lawal. The best brain. And nothing will happen. It's just like the sun is shining, but there is cloud covering you. And we allow it. Shouldn't be. Brother, shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. So we must fight and make sure this thing comes to an end at this moment. Just as we are telling you, the zoo is coming to an end. There is no future in Nigeria. There is no future in Nigeria. You need to be careful. Even your money, you know how to invest it. Because the more you keep that money, the more you are going down. Let's read this. You see how Naira is devaluing day by day. There's no hope. They are the one defrauding the zoo itself. The exchange is going down, down, down. Nothing is working. Fulani cannot manage economy. They just believe in their religion and the natural things. But you know the world we are into now, the Western world are very trickish. They are very clever. They understand that in terms of some natural things, God didn't give it to them. Most of them don't have it. It's coming from the third world. They are pushing the world out of natural things into technical things. That is the level the world is moving. You may have the natural resources, but it will not be expensive. But the products out of that natural resources will be more expensive than the product, the raw material. That is the level things are moving. So Fulani cannot manage economy. Nothing is happening. Your economy will be going down. It will be going down. The Naira will be devaluing. Because somebody will come to your land to buy the material used in manufacturing a hand phone. Then one hand phone alone, when he sell it back to you, it will buy the entire material. It will buy the entire material. Use crude oil, for example. How much is 1 barrel of crude oil? When it goes to Europe and refine and come back, check the price they sell it to you. 1 liter, or as a petrol, as a diesel. Check the liters. You discover that it's more expensive than when they are taking the crude itself. This is the game. And the Fulani cannot fix it. Because Fulani knows that their brain is zero, they cannot do anything. So in that way, they decided to submit themselves to the British, who are the one orchestrating, who are the architect of all these problems. British don't want us, they don't like us because they know that we are even better than them in terms of reasoning. So they don't want it. But Fulani knows they are not up to them. They submit to them. They give them the idea, the power to suppress you. That is why we have crude oil, but we don't have refineries that will refine it. And even the refinery we have, instead of putting refinery very close to the area where the raw materials comes out, they will take the refinery far. Just imagine taking refinery to Kaduna in those days, as people were analyzing one day. And I think of it. You went all far away to Kaduna. From there, you now pump crude. What of the states around? What of states like Kogi State? What of states like Benue State? What of states like Anambra State? All these states very close within the region. What of states like Enugu? What of states like Edo? All those states. Why not build the refinery there that is not very far, so far away from the area you are getting the raw material, so that you can refine it there and export it to the other places? No. Remember the memorandum of understanding they signed with Niger, and they will pipe your crude oil to Niger, refine it and bring back to you. these things, when you calculate it, you know that there are things that is not going to work. There are things, there's a kind of love you fall into, relationship you fall into. No matter the amount of love you pump into that relationship, you yourself that is doing it and the person you are doing it with, both of you will be telling yourself this thing will not work because of the nature of the relationship. And that is what we have been suffering in the Zoological Republic for decades now. But it's coming to an end. We are talking about the value of your useless currency called Naira. Let's see what we have for today. Naira plunges further to 543 Naira per dollar under Buhari's government. Now is 543. The bureau de change, the black market, they are selling $1 at, if you want to change $1 now, is a 543. 143. They will buy from you 540 as at yesterday. Maybe today it will increase. You know, it's not stable. As at yesterday or the day before yesterday, thereabout, they will buy 140 and sell 143. So the current price should be 143 Naira. $1. This is September. Before December, although sometimes the thing stopped December due to people from diaspora will be returning back home for Christmas and holidays and all those things. But watch January also, when people will be leaving and some businessmen will be buying dollar to go out and import goods. Target this thing now is targeting that your 1,000 Naira note. That is what $1 is targeting. The Nigerian currency, the Naira, has hit an all-time low after exchanging for 543 Naira against the dollar at the parallel market on Thursday, while bureau de change operators in Abuja bought dollar at 540 Naira. It was sold for 543 Naira. They are buying 540 and they're selling 543, making 3 Naira profit per dollar, which is normal. The British pounds was also sold for 740 Naira. 1 British pound, 740. You will hold money. Those of you have a huge amount of money in the bank. Bank is not giving you any interest. Your money is just going down, melting. It's just like a candle you expose to the sun. The candle is just melting, gradually melting. As the sun, as the heat increases, you may come there, you will not see the candlestick again. It's just melt away. This is the level of your money in zoological bank. If your money is not trading, if you are not into day by day buying and selling, you buy goods, you sell, you buy goods, you sell, leaving your cash, your huge cash in bank, in Naira, is waste. Is a waste. It doesn't make sense. Because if you buy dollar 430 last week, no, less than 430, I'm coming to that. No, if you buy pounds 616 Naira last week, and this week now it's escalated to 740. Imagine what you have lost. Let's say you have 5 million Naira, 10 million or 1 million, you left it in the bank. Imagine what you have lost, because everything will increase. When you withdraw that money now to go and buy goods, you add more money. Have you seen how the zoo is destroying you? Have you seen how the zoo is killing you day by day? That is what I want you to understand. But let's say you are into business, you are a trader, you are a businessman, that one is better. If your money is in goods, the moment you hear that dollar has added 10 Naira or 5 Naira or 3 Naira, you add the value, you add the increase in your goods. Let's say something you sell 1,500, you make it 2,000. You are not losing. But leaving your money in zoological bank, is a waste, brother. Is a waste. As this thing continue to go, because there is nothing much you exporting. What can stop this is the exportation of goods to low man understanding. Forget about the forest exchange and whatever. What can stop your currency not to devalue based on the Western modern economy is the amount of goods you export from your country, not the amount of goods you import. When you are importing, you are using your currency, buying that almighty dollar and bringing things in, consuming. You are not giving to the world. The only thing we sell is Biafra crude oil, and they have put a limit. They have the price they buy. No matter how high or whatever it goes, they will not buy beyond that price. So that is the only thing you export. Tell me any other thing that the zoo are exporting that the world are so curious to buy. Nothing. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. Because Fulani is in charge. If Fulanis are not in charge, only in Aba alone, Aba can produce something, the one we will consume in the zoo there, like the clothes and the shoes and all those things. Aba can produce it and also produce to some of our gullible African countries. I'm telling you, Aba can produce things you can sell to Cameroon. African countries are gullible. All of them are importing everything. That is why nothing is growing. But if Fulani has brain, they would have utilized this opportunity, brothers. Utilize this opportunity, sign a bilateral agreement with all these gullible African countries. The product from Aba is very wonderful. The product from Aba is great. They will sign bilateral agreement. We'll be selling those things to them before your goods will land all the way from China. Well, Aba own has already filled the market and people will buy it. And remember that there is cheap labor. There is cheap labor. The country will make more profit from this. But because of wickedness from the Fulani, that they don't want you to grow, because helped by the British, because they know who you are, they don't want all these things to be. So as a result of nothing you export, even the one to consume in the zoo, they will not allow that of Aba to be consumed, to excel, to sell. Like Abakaleke rice, they will not allow, say, this is Abakaleke, let us eat our indigenous, than giving them a contract to be importing rice to you. They take half of that money, empower people in the state to continue in agriculture. No. Rather, they will give it to Dangote to import from other country. This thing will bring your economy down. But let's say, for example, we are just noble. In chemistry, there are gas they call noble gases. Those gas don't export, they don't import, they just relax, they are normal. We would have maintained that level. We don't export and we don't import. We just produce what we have. It can somehow stable the economy. But the zoo is not in that level. Wickedness will not allow them to remain that stable, just to be consuming what they can produce. Say, we don't want to import again, even if we cannot export, but let us produce what we have so that we can hold this currency. It will never happen, because the wickedness from the Fulanese, from the Northern Zoological Republic, and the foolishness of Igbo politicians and other Southern politicians will never let it be, because all of them are corrupt. Brothers, all of them are corrupt. They will never speak out the truth. So as I'm talking about the currency will be continue to go down. Nothing can stop it, brother. So it's an understanding for you this moment to know what to do. Don't just go, maybe you make money, you put your money in the bank, say it's secured. Yes, secured. It will not be, nobody will take it there. But the money is going down. The money is going down. At the end of the day, it will be like one woman in our village in those days. The woman make money, is an elderly woman. She make money and she'll be putting inside her house a particular box, not knowing that rat has entered and begin to eat that money. The day they brought that thing out, you now see that rat has eaten most of the currency. A lot of money this woman made, but we were able to pick out just few notes that were not eaten by rat. Other ones, rat has eaten it. You see huge amount of notes, but all of them had been eaten by rat. That is how your money is. You may say, oh, you have 10 million. But when you push it into market, you see that 10 million has reduced to 2 or 3 million naira. It's just like a loaf of bread. Loaf of bread will just swallow as you put it yeast. But when you contrast it, maybe 1 or 2 kids, of a primary school in the Zoological Republic and just finish it and keep on asking you for more. But before you contrast it, look at how big it is. That is how your money will be. So we are saying all these things for you to understand and support the disintegration of the Zoological Republic. If not, your effort, brother, your effort will be in waste. It will be a worthless thing that you are hustling, getting money, but you are not investing it wise. It's either your money is in goods or you put it in properties. Keeping cash in the bank like in those days, or somebody in US who has money in dollar, leaving his money there, saving his money. That if you are doing something like that, you are wasting your time. Or people in Western world where the economy is stable, even if it just lose some cent, not much. See the details of the news. The British pounds was also sold £1 to 740 naira. 1 British pound 740. This is barely a week after the naira exchange for 530 naira against a dollar at the parallel market. Last week, it said just under 1 week, it was 530 naira per dollar. This week now they are selling 543 additional of 13 naira under 1 week. Your naira lose 13 naira, dollar increase, added, top it with 13 naira in 1 week. If it goes in this way, brother, calculate how many weeks you have for this month, for this year to finish. Then check it in this rate is moving, and you know it's going to, because one idiot from the Fulani will come out tomorrow and have opportunity. He will go and buy dollar the rate of 22 naira or 30 naira or 100 naira in central bank, and the thing will go down more. At the end of the day, it will bounce on the head of the masses that are roaming about. Very, very important. You must understand this. These are the things we are trying to let you know. Just under 1 week, additional of 13 naira. Let's continue. Reporters had reported that naira also dipped to 720 against the pound at the parallel market from 717 naira per pounds last week Wednesday, while the euro rose to 620 to 616. Just under 1 week. You see the differences. It's too much. So why we are telling you this thing, calculate the rate and you check, you ask yourself this question: what can stop this thing? The only thing that can stop it, number one, is the amount. Let's say you stop importation, and you know that the zoo cannot stop importation or exportation of other products, and there is nothing like that. Number three is to stop corruption, like changing money for Dangote and co. Some of these people changing their money, when they loot naira, the central bank will change it for them to dollar, for them to go and do whatever they want to. On that note, your money is going down. It will come to you, not to them, because they are criminals. If you check these 3 factors now that can stop it, you see that it's impossible. It's impossible for it to happen. So at the end of the day, it will still bounce back to you, the masses that are listening now. You, the local person, you will be the one that will suffer it. So all you need is just wisdom. Don't just leave your money in naira in the bank there. Try to be trading your money, even if there is bad market. Hence, you know that the goods you are selling is modern goods, is a current goods. You better buy goods with your money and leave it there. Whether bad market day or bad market no day. The day where they need that thing, they go come buy them. Let's say you they sell spare parts. The day where they need them, they go come buy them, and again go there on top. You still remain the same value you are. But apart from that, brother, run away. Zoo will destroy you. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London. We will be right back in a moment, before I will bring in a member of the Directorate of State who will speak with us. But let's see if we can have 1 or 2 analysis in Hausa language. Then we will be back.
Gane hawa ga moto in yake in ko da kai ga ganshi sai ka ce wani mai arziki ne ya kasa cikin
the people that we don't have blood relationship with. What have you done, Ohaneze Ndoshi? What have you done? Why not use New Yam Festival that is general in Igbo land to unite these people together? You will never, because all of you are criminals. All of you are evil. You are publishing on the newspaper telling the youth to come out and support an idiot. An idiot that is as useless as anything. Buhari is as useless as anything to us. Buhari is an idiot. That is whom you are encouraging the youth to come out. Listen, this judgment have to start from our home. Aye bitoya, or life was short and simple. Enough to all this nonsense. Enough to all this nonsense. Because nana abanketi, in your journey increase, in your journey continue, then tomorrow we'll say, oh, is their way of life. Never. We are good people from the origin, before corruption comes in. And one man brought in corruption, one man will stop it. And that man has come, and he has already injected it in us. We will do it. Ohaneze Ndigbo, for you to publish this thing, you have registered, and it must be treated, no matter what it costs. Forget about those army you are bringing within yourself. When the time comes, we and them go die there. Let nobody paint wells. Brother, stop painting wells. You are dying day by day. You are dying day by day. Ohaneze Ndigbo, to do this publication is also to tell you that Fulani is better than them. Because when you see him, his name is, what's the name? Let me read out the name of the idiot. Youth of Imo State have been urged by the wing of the Igbo socio-cultural, political, whatever nonsense to come out in mass on the Thursday, whatever. The group maintained that Igbo youth, I want to see where they wrote the name of the idiot. This was said by the Deputy National Leader, Soranya Jones, one useless idiot with name Soranya Jones, who charged the security agent to deal with individual or group planning to perpetrate attacks on those that come out to welcome the president. You see what an Igbo man is suggesting. This man alone need to be dealt with. Then the other one will relax. Other ones will relax. What has the president done to you? Okay, he gave federal allocation. Where is it? How many people in Imo State today are being owned for months? For months. How much is the salary? Maybe 25,000-30,000 naira. That is not up to $100 or $200. A family is working day by day. Some are sweeping road. Some are doing this, doing that to make sure that they earn. Tomorrow, so that you won't call them lazy person. A useless idiot, an administrator they put there, received the federal allocation. He did not pay them. He used the money to buy a house and do whatever he wishes. Today, you are telling the so-called Ohaneze, who's supposed to go and talk to the idiot, see if he will repent. What you are doing is to encourage people to fool themselves to come out and support the president, who will not probe the so-called administrator for not paying the salary or for not building some infrastructures in the state to grow. That is the people you are encouraging. That is the person you are encouraging people to come out and to come and welcome him in our land. Enough to all those things. There are dates for something. Everything in this world has an expiring date, and the date for judgment has come. It has come, and God uses human being to do it. He will use us to judge you. And when hand is so, that is how it is. It's a recycling. The world is just cycling. What happened years back will come back this year in another method, and there is no way just to cut off your head. This idiot need to be dealt with other groups. With other groups in Igbo land. Biafrans, we must know this, that there is no any other government in Biafra land if not IPOB. Just as the idiot, you remember the Okebeke in Imo State. There was a time he was bragging. I don't know whether you watched that clip. I want to use it to explain something. He said there was a time it was PDP, but now it is APC. So everybody have to follow their APC. You understand? Good and fine. On that note, I want you to know there was a time other power were in the land. Now it is IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What we say is what will happen. Enough to all this nonsense. And our youth should have common sense. Youth, you must have brain. Begin to reason very well. Begin to reason very well. Your brother trekked from Sahara Desert to enter Spain or Libya or Italy. He reached there, he spent 2-3 years in camp before they give him document, before he start working. You did not, that thing did not put understanding to you. Even though he's sending money to you, it's supposed to, you say, why will my brother suffer in this way? Who made it? It is these people. Enough to all these things. Enough to all these things. This suffering is supposed to give us wisdom. But I don't know why suffering to a black man will console him. Suffering to a black man will make a black man to relax more, to have hope. In other words, it's not, in other part of the country, it's not like that. Suffering will make you to reason, to react. Enough to all these things. The money being gotten in Biafra land, just only the federal allocation alone, there is no any Biafra that's supposed to leave that region to travel to another place if that money will be utilized. But our politicians are pocketing it, and the federal government will keep quiet because they want us to be destroyed. We must understand this thing, and the time has come. A new government has come, which is the government of IPOB. Have this thing in mind. One again, that is why we always encourage you to listen to Radio Biafra. Stop listening to all those their radio, whatever nonsense they are broadcasting there. It's just to enslave you. Put your mind. Remember, if your mind is being captured in anything, brother, you have been captured. If your mind is being captured with a philosophy, that is what you follow forever. If you believe that you are ugly, each time you come out, you will first of all feel that I'm ugly, nobody will like me. If you believe you are beautiful, whereby you are ugly, but you have it in your mind, you see yourself walking proudly. Even if somebody insults you, you will throw the insult back. It is what is in you that will move you. So stop accepting those philosophy they are still putting in us. A new one has come, a new one, and the truthful one, which is IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is where we are. This is why we are bringing you all these things to have the understanding. Nobody should open the shop. Nobody should come out today. Everybody should sit at home. Today being 9th of September 2021, about 25 minutes past 7 a.m. in Biafra land time. If the pedophile is coming, let him come, but don't go. Let the world see it. Let the world see it that indeed we, the IPOB, we, the indigenous people, the owner of the land, Amala, the owners of the land, that we did not support this government. He had been killing us, doing all manner of things. This is the only way, peaceful protest. But if you foolishly open your shop, they will come there and shoot you. Listen, not also Nigerian terrorist government. Kuma ka sani ka yi shiru saboda damuwan ku ne, saboda addinin ku gidaya ne, kaza ne akan wannan abun ka yi shiru gashi kuma inda abu yake faruwa. Amma ba damuwa, shi mutum din ya zo Imo State, governor Imo State ya ce zuwa, amma an nuna mushi kashi agwagwa dai, an nuna mushi kowa ba wanda ya fito zai salame shi. Ba wanda ya fito zai salame shi saboda baya son sa. Mutanen mu kowa ya zo na gida, sai dai governor din ya nema wanda suka aiki a cikin gwamnati, a cikin ministry, ya gaya musu idan ba kwa fito ba dole ne akan bara biya ku kudin ku kaza ne. Shi yasa saka gani wayansu mutane suke fito suna brane dai suna shirmen su da wani abu wai suna yayi a garin. In ba haka ba babu wanda yake son sa. An nuna mushi here, this, that, all manner of things were coming. This Buhari now, the person you people, your governors will go and meet him, members of House of Assembly and whatever, ministers will go and see the person. Additional will snap picture and post for us that this person meet with Buhari. That man now is so strong like this, and we cannot think. We don't want to talk. Nobody want to open his mouth and say what is happening. Use a particular point. There are a lot of evidences for people to fight with, but everybody keep on keeping quiet, even fighting the people that are helping you to free yourself. These are the people you come and comment against what they are doing. Since our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out and broadcast about the death of Buhari, nobody has ever stand up to join force with this issue, and all of you keep quiet. The whole activists claiming you are activists of this, you are this, you are revolution, you are this one, you are. Nobody want to speak that truth, because if you don't remove the seed that is germinating, that is causing sickness in your body. You are just rubbing. Let's say, I remember in those days when we were small. There's this thing they call ringworm. You know, in the village, ringworm will be eating your body. In those days, you know. Each time, ringworm here, hand, leg, face, everywhere, ringworm, and you keep on rubbing solution on it. If you rub it here, it will go. It will come from another place. Until one doctor came and prescribed a particular medicine for us, and it was taken. That ringworm died off. Not maybe you scratch the skin from one place, you rub the solution they give you, it will go off from that place and it will pop up from another part of your body. This is how the problem of the zoo is. Not saying you stop this, you do that, go to the head. And that is why I love our leader. He went to the head of the problem of the zoo, to the root, to uproot it out. But people were talking all manner of rubbish. Everybody knows that Buhari is dead. General Muhammad Buhari is dead. You that is listening to me now, you know it. But what have you done? And you are crying for your problem. You are crying you don't have fuel. You are crying Fulani is coming. You are crying tariff is high. The electric tariff is high. You are crying this gas explosion. This, that, all manner of things. There is no. But look at where something is coming from. Everybody keep quiet. Because by the time you hit that thing, it will open up every evil. It will reach to the constitution. It will reach to referendum. It will reach to, even if you like your zoo to be together, it will take you to the root to balance things. But nobody is talking about it, brother. Buhari, I keep on thinking this thing. Buhari that we know that cannot stay for 3 months as of 2015. Are you going to tell me that it is miracle? Who prayed the prayer? If there is a pastor or imam who performed such miracle, he will come and advertise, because it is normal that he was the one who prayed for Mr. President and he's healed. Come to his church or come to his mosque or come to his shrine. He will come out and boast and people will go. You know, if there is somebody who will pray such prayer, somebody Buhari whose ear he can't even hear then. Everybody remember, Buhari, his ear, he can't hear things very well. You know, if there is somebody who will perform such miracle, or if there is any medication that will be given to an old dead man as at that time, because Buhari is approaching to his grave as at 2015, you know, and it will revive his life like the one that is, patrolling himself in the Aso Villa now. Wonderful. I will sell everything I have to buy that medication and offer to my old ones to look young and healthy like the thing in Asorok. But nobody is talking. You keep quiet. Brother, you keep quiet, and you know that this thing is the biggest fraud, the biggest scam of the century. The biggest scam of the century is what is happening in Zoological Republic. In your eyes now, you are alive watching it, not something you read in history. They tell you that it happened in 1870 something, in 1409, in 13 this, in 19 whatever. It is happening in your eyes, koro, or they are telling you that this is what will happen in future. You are thinking, how possible will it be? Brother, it is happening to you now. Your president is dead for a very long time. Buhari, the president of Nigeria, died for a very long time. And they put an imposter there. And this imposter cannot do video line. The president of a country who cannot be addressing people from time to time, as we see suddenly, you see the president of other country, they will come out 2, 3, 4 minute video, something go to you everywhere. This one you can't see him, and you keep quiet and you are crying for your problem, thinking that it will be solved. That is why people will tell us that we are worthless, that they want to kill 3 billion, and we still keep quiet. These are the things, when they see all these things, they will now gather momentum to talk against us. What have you, even if you don't believe that you call it our theory that Buhari is dead, why not investigate? Why not say, let's have interactive section with our president? Let him come out, interact with people, prove himself. Why? He's nothing. A president that the wife cannot stay very closer to him. A president that the wife will tell you that the place she's staying is insecure and she has been cooling herself with whoever in Dubai. She is cooling herself in Dubai. This woman has been lamenting, telling you that the... As we have finished our analysis in Hausa language, just as I said, announced at the earliest time, that one of the members of the Directorate of State will speak to us via this platform today in the capacity of the European rep. I will bring him in right now. He will greet the Biafrans. Then we'll have one or two questions and the interaction with him. Mazi, can you hear me? You introduce yourself properly to Biafrans all over the world.
Yes, Mazi, Nwachineke, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, Biafrans all over the world, from wherever you're listening to us from. My name is Mazi Austin Abanyim. I come from Amike. Amike is in Olu province of Biafra land, and by the grace of Elohim, I serve the indigenous people of Biafra in the capacity of European representative and member of the Directorate of State. I have come again this morning because I found it very, very necessary to come and talk to Biafrans again, because this struggle has lasted longer than we all expected, simply because of the obstacles we are meeting on our ways and trying to resolve them and forge ahead. Our success so far in this struggle has been our tenacity, our consistency in our ideology and philosophy in the Biafra Restoration Project, because we have a leader that is capable, who we all agree that he was the one that Chukwu Kadama has called to lead us into the new and independent Biafra nation, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was for his sake that we all came and join IPOB. And our success so far has been our collaboration, IPOB leadership and the people of Biafra all over the world, especially those residents in Biafra land. We have come a long way, and we will continue to collaborate in future actions, even as we edge closer to the restoration of Biafra, not minding the fact that they have kidnapped our leader and the extraordinary rendition him back to Nigeria, which is against all international laws and treaties. But we are here to tell Biafrans that we are not backing down. Whatever happens in this struggle will always come to be a blessing to us. We have formidable enemies in Biafra land, the so-called politicians and intellectuals who have vowed to sell our land, betray our people for their own selfish interests and gain. But I'm happy that we have formidable people who are standing shoulder to shoulder with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who believe that the freedom of Biafrans is going to give the highest priority in our lives. That's why we are doing what we are doing. We also will not forget the millions of Biafrans who have been killed and who pay the ultimate price for the sake of freedom. We are remembering them, and that gives us more power, more hope, and energy to continue in the agitation for freedom. We are not going to abandon them. Their sacrifices will never be in vain. Therefore, we are calling on all Biafrans all over the world, especially those residents in Biafra land, to remain resolute, consistent, and vigilant, because we have enemies, formidable enemies, even amongst us. So we also want to use this opportunity as a member of the Directorate of State to thank Biafrans in Biafra land for observing the sit at home on Thursday, when the impostor was brought to Biafra land by the Supreme Court Administrator in Imo State. We want to thank you all for having listened to Radio Biafra and follow the directives given by the Directorate of State. As you all know, when that particular order was given for a sit-at-home on Thursday, the enemies again woke up to come and cancel it and say that it has been annulled, it has been suspended. This is to tell you the level of war that we are fighting, both physically and otherwise. The battle for Biafra restoration is the highest battle you can ever imagine. Our leader said it many times, that the most difficult job on earth is to restore Biafra. It became difficult because of the in-house enemies we have, the so-called governors who have showed their consciences to the devil and have vowed that the blood of our people will continue to be offered on the altar of one Nigeria, and we have risen up to say no. We are not going to die anymore. We need our freedom. Biafra is more than 70 million people. In Europe, where there are countries that are below 1 million, and they have their own independence and freedom. Why should we not have our freedom? We have a country like Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein is not even up to 100,000 people. They are using Swiss currency. They are using everything in Switzerland, but they are independent. We have San Marino. We have Luxembourg. We have Monaco. All of these countries are below 1 million population. Biafrans are over 170 million people, and we are still being trapped in the contraption called Nigeria. I want to advise, I want to tell our people, especially Biafrans in Biafra land, that the problems that we are facing today are the people that are inside the house. Inside the house, because the young Fulani foot soldiers can never come to our Biafra land to kill anybody, to abduct anybody, without having those who are pointing fingers. So it is incumbent upon every one of us to identify these traitors and make them known to the Eastern Security Network so that they may be sent to Chukwuka for judgment. We have to really sit up because times are difficult. The Nigerian government have started to, bring arms and ammunition into Biafra land. And I think it's very, very necessary we ask ourselves the question, why are they doing this? They will come to bring confusion among you. While you fight against one another, they are planning how to attack you and take over your land. Remember what happened to Afghanistan recently. It was the terrorists that is conscripted into the military in Afghanistan were the ones who overthrew the government of Afghanistan. This is what the zoo is planning. They have been continuously repeating and conscripting the Boko Haram terrorists into the Nigerian military and police. And until the number of them are higher than the number of the real soldiers and police, they will attack and take over Nigeria. So we all need to be vigilant. We all need to sit up and do the needful, knowing fully well that their plans have been revealed to us. Because from the virtue of our position in the Directorate of State, we are privy to some classified information. And when we got them, we are going to make them known to you. And it shall do well to heed to every instruction coming from the Directorate of State. Even in the absence of our leader, the Directorate of State remains the only body that is working for the liberation of the land of Biafra from the contraption and from the servitude imposed on us by the Fulani oligarchy, aided by the cynical political jobbers we have in Biafra land. So thank you so much, Biafrans, once again, for working in collaboration with the Directorate of State, not minding what the enemies are doing. Together we shall achieve Biafra. Together we shall ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, will regain his freedom and join us very soon. So we pray that Chukwu Okabam will continue to guide him wherever he is, protect him because he has made him his refuge and fortress. He has worshipped God in secret and in the open. He has made it known to the world that Chukwu Okabam is the only one who is going to give us freedom and not man. And for that sake, we know that Chukwu Okabam will never lay shame before his mighty name, because he promised not to despise anyone that comes to him first. So therefore, Nnamdi Kanu shall be the one to lead us into the new and independent Biafra nation, where we shall sing and dance to Chukwu Okabam songs of joy and praise, and where his name shall be immortalized in the land of Biafra. As long as we continue to exist as free people and free nation, we shall dedicate Biafra to Chukwu Okabam, and so shall it be now and forevermore. He said, thank you, Mazi. I'm standing by for any question. I remain Mazi Austin Abayim, the European rep and the member of Directorate of State. Nwachineke.
Thank you very much, Mazi Abayim, for that wonderful rendition and the kudos you have given to Biafrans back home, and how things went yesterday. We saw a very huge success that came out of it, despite the money we had that the administrator in Imo State pumped to the people to see how they can counter the thing. Still, our people at a certain number respected the law, understand what is going on. That is a very good one. But despite that, you know that in every 12 there must be Judas. There are some certain people who try somehow to be funny in what we are doing. I don't know if you have anything to say on that aspect. Not all, just few percent of them who try to be funny, maybe as a result of all this 1,000, 5,000 naira the politicians normally use to wash their brain. I don't know if you have anything to say on that.
Yes, Mazi, that is the problem that we have detected in our agitation for freedom. The Fulani and the Red Maraudic terrorists have a strategy, because our leader said we are always 7 steps ahead of them. Whatever they are planning, we know it already. And we do well to always inform our people, and if they keep listening and adhering to all the information that the DOS will be passing to them, the sooner we are going to be free. This is their tactic. They have, this feudal system of impoverishing the people and then giving them scrubs. Just like one example of taking a chicken, plucking all the feathers away from the chicken will be very, very weak and sad and pain, in pain. But then the same person, when you start throwing corn to that chicken, the chicken will be running after you, forgetting what you have done to that chicken. That's what they are doing with our people. They, first of all, impoverish them, bearing in mind that when you finish your education, you don't find a job. And what do? You scrambling for anything to make your ends meet. You scrambling, become a scavenger, so to say. And that is why they are getting those gullible ones who have nothing to do than to look for wherever they can have 1 naira, 2 naira to make their day. This is the problem. But we are promising Biafrans that you shouldn't let the issue of your stomach take over the issue of your freedom, because freedom is priceless. Hunger can be quenched, but freedom, there is no alternative to freedom. So if Biafra will be restored today, anybody who is unemployed will be placed on monthly salary. We have enough resources to do that. So nobody should run after this 1,000 or 5,000 naira they are giving to you and betraying your own people, your own future, and your own generation to come. Sometimes they don't realize what they are doing because they are hungry. Our leader said once in a broadcast that when you are hungry, you are seeing what is not there, kind of hallucinating. They don't know what they are doing, but they are falling into the trap of this gullible and these cynical and wicked, blood-sucking politicians who are using them as tools to achieve their own political ends. And our people should be wise enough to receive whatever they are giving to you. One example again is that whenever they are time for election, you see them sharing money or sharing food stuff to people just to make them vote for them, and after that will be the end. So that's why we are saying that no election should be held, because this is where our problem lies. You're voting people in who are coming there to persecute you, who are coming there to take what belongs to you, giving it to their own family and friends, and leaving you in abject poverty. This is the system of the Janjaweed, and that's what our governors and politicians have learned, and they are now implementing it on our own people, which is very, very alien to our culture. And the solution to all these problems is the restoration of Biafra, and that's what we are doing. No going back, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Mazi, you are from Imo State. Let's look into the state now, the state affair. What do you think is the reason why this administrator insisted in bringing this impostor in Imo State, despite the situation, as if there is a project? Maybe there may be that he really construct as they claimed. I don't know. But if there is, I would like you to let people know. But apart from that, what game do you think that this impostor, that this administrator is trying to play by all these things he's doing, by insisting in bringing this impostor to Imo State, despite the situation we are into?
Yes, Mazi, you know that first of all, I need to reiterate that this particular Supreme Court administrator is not the person we voted for. He was handpicked and brought to that position after he has agreed to become subservient to those who have called him to leave Imo State. He was handpicked by them, and he is now doing the bidding of those who have put him in power. So we are not surprised that he will be inviting the impostor in our land. The governors we have in our land, they are all competing to please the Janjaweed oligarchy who put them in power. And none of them was really voted by our people, because you cast your vote and they put the person who agreed to do their bidding. So what he's doing in essence is to tell us that he is in charge of Imo State, because he has seen that the people own the land, and whenever we call for sit at home, our people will sit at home. He's losing credibility, and we want to show the impostor and the what you call the presidency, because there's no president in Nigeria at the moment. You call them the presidency. That's the group of cabals that are sharing the national cake and doing whatever they like with Nigeria, because Nigeria has already collapsed as a state. So what he's doing in essence is to show other governors that I am the one that is doing mostly better than all of you by betraying my people and killing my people. He has given Imo State to the Fulani, and IPOB have stood up to say, no, you can't do that. Without IPOB by now, I think we wouldn't have been saying what we are saying now, because their aim is to sell our people, sell our land, give it to the Fulani for their own selfish interests. He is now trying to show us that he's in charge of Imo State, inviting the impostor to show that he is doing one or two things in the country or in the state, which we saw the videos where they were painting roads black to show that he just worked on them, but he didn't do any job. So statistically, Imo State is worse than before he took over. It's worse off now before that particular administrator took over Imo State. There is nothing to write home about in his administration. It is there, it's very clear for everyone to see. Imo State is retrogressing since he took over. So there is nothing to write home about in saying that he has finished one or two projects. Workers are not paid, pensioners are not paid, school system is in disarray. you don't have electricity, you don't have water, you don't have good roads. Then what else are you doing there? Just to embezzle money and put them abroad on different names and different accounts. That's what they are doing. So the solution there is to ask our people that it's time we have to get rid of all these so-called elites and governors or politicians who have been the thorn in the skin of our people, who have nothing good in mind for our people than their own political interests. So I don't see anything good about inviting the interested to our Imo State, but only for the interest of the Supreme Court administrator himself to push his political career, because they are all competing who is going to be the maybe vice president for 2023. He's beginning his campaign with inviting Buhari into Imo State. That's what we can tell you at the moment, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mazi. I still have this question to ask you regarding the 14th of September, which is another sit at home. Can you elaborate a bit on it to Biafrans, the reason and the importance of this particular 14th of September sit at home being said by the Directorate of State?
Yes, Mazi. As you all know, 14th of September we have called it the sabotage day. This is the day we remember the sabotage, how they betrayed Nnamdi, how they betrayed Biafra, because a lot of our people were killed during the invasion of the military, police, and navy, and all the Nigerian security forces into the house of our leader, Nnamdi, in Abaruku, Ibe, Kumahe. A lot of Biafrans fought to defend our leader. At least 28 of them were mowed down in cold blood in that particular incident. And other people, even on their way to Abaruku, were stopped, molested, killed. Some were dumped in bureau pits in Aba and Port Harcourt Road. And this is why we said this particular day is important that we remember those who were killed on that day, and then also to arouse our people's conscience as to the danger we are taking, having all this sabotage still working freely in their land. Like I said earlier on, it's time we are going to start getting rid of all these sabotage, beginning with the politicians, beginning with those whom we are sure that they are our problems. At least every day and how you can see that IPOB is there to restore Biafra, to bring better life to our people, to improve the life quality of our people, to give them what they have been missing. Every amenities we have in here in Western world, we want to bring it to Biafra land, because our people are capable. They are capable. They can become the Japan of Africa within 2 years of freedom and independence. This is what we are fighting for. But while those political jobbers are also fighting against us, they have the money, they have the influence, and they can always drive their way through. That's why the Biafranization project have lingered so long, but we are hopeful and we are remaining resolute that this particular project must be achieved in our lifetime. We are not going to bequeath the Biafranization agitation to our own children. This generation of Biafrans have come to restore Biafra, and that's what we must do. So we are encouraging our people to sit at home again on the 14th. This is how you tell the government and the saboteurs that we are the owner of the land. That IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, is only agitating body that cares for you. Remember during the what do you call it? The pandemic, when people were asked to stay indoors and the government didn't provide anything for them to eat. IPOB was the one, Nnamdi Kanu, from out of his own benevolence, provided food stuff for some of the Biafrans. The government didn't do that. Even at that, the food supply they received from the Western world, which is from the European Union and the USA, they dumped them in their warehouses keeping them there for waiting for election time when they will come to share to the people to make them vote for them, instead of giving that food to them when they need it most, and that food was brought for the people, not for the politicians. This is to show everyone in Biafra land, or in that contraption called Nigeria, that your politicians are your problem. They don't have anything good for you at heart. That's why we should sit at home on the 14th of September to remember those who were killed as a result of the sabotage that our people had perpetrated against them, as a result of the attempt to kill our leader who has come to save our people. We are going to sit down on the 14th to show to the politicians, to show to those electors and the saboteurs who are in our Biafra land that Biafra land belongs to the people, and we are going to determine what happened in our land and not them, because they have lost control and lost the legitimacy. The people decide who leads them, and they have decided that IPOB is going to bring Biafra, and Biafra is coming with freedom and liberation for them all. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. I would like you to react on this statement I want to make regarding sometimes some murmurings or some certain statement from Biafrans regarding when they were asked to sit at home officially by the DOS established by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some may complain, some as a result of their daily income without not going out and all those things. I want you to, I don't know how you can explain to them more and more regarding the impact of this as a sacrifice they are doing for Biafra to restore. All of them want Biafra to come, but what will give them Biafra is what they don't know or understand. It's just like in church, in religious something, everybody will say, I want to go to heaven. But when the debt that will take you to heaven comes, you start running away from that debt. So I want you to use one or two words to explain to them that this is a sacrifice, and anything to be achieved needs sacrifice. So for them to understand what they are doing. I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to throw to you. The impact of the sacrifice of sitting at home positively, and the negative aspect of it if they refuse, how it will affect what we are doing.
Yes, Mazi, we say in one of our adages that Honorable Zazota Allah before Azawi. You first secure the land before you look for your mat. If you get your mat and you don't have a land or a floor to spread your mat, the mat is useless. So it is important. Well, I have to already commend most Biafrans. Most Biafrans have come to realize, because we have engaged in education of our people throughout this agitation. Our leader has made it a priority to make sure that our people are educated, enlightened as to what is going on and what they are expected to do. So most of them have come to understand that you need to make sacrifice before you get anything. Nothing comes for nothing, and freedom is not cheap. It's called freedom, but it's priceless because you can't even buy it. Just like you say, common sense. Common sense is not common, and freedom is not free. So, and freedom is not given but taken. So the only way we can take this freedom is to make sacrifice. People have paid with their own life, and there is no sacrifice you can make comparing to giving your own life. That's why we say, for the sake of those who have paid the ultimate price, we are not going to stop what we are doing. So if you close your shop for 1 or 2 days for sake of Biafra agitation, Biafra restoration project, that's not going to kill you. We know that some people have not enough to eat. But then, if you don't have Biafra freedom, your condition will get worse by the day. If you imagine that 10 years ago is better than now, 20 years ago was better than 10 years ago, 30 years ago was better than 20 years ago. So the situation and the condition of our people in that contraction called Nigeria is not getting any better. So it is very, very important that we understand that for us to get our freedom, we need to make this little sacrifice. Nobody asks you to go to the war front. People are dying in the war front. Those who have decided to go and defend our land physically, they are defending our land Some are paying with their own lives. We need to respect them. We need to bear in mind that what we are asked to do, to sit at home, maybe you're going to lose some money that day. It is not compared to the life that some people have given. Look at our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. How much has he given? Look at his parents. What was the cause of their death? So we all, even myself speaking here, I know how much I have sacrificed, but I cannot compare my own sacrifice with those who have given their life. This is why we call it the ultimate sacrifice. So our people should understand that sitting at home is to tell the world that we are against the problems, marginalization, and political disenfranchisement that our people are facing in that contraction called Nigeria. Sitting at home tells the world that we are ready to go. Imagine that CNN has carried the news, as our leader has said about 5 to 7 years ago, that they are going to carry our news when the time comes. We are not going to pay them to do that. So your sitting at home is even more powerful than when you come to fight, because that lockdown is what prompted CNN to report it, because they know that for a whole country, for a whole state to lock down, it is very, very important. So that importance is what makes CNN to report our news. And the more you continue to heed and adhere to the instructions given by the Directorate of State, the more the whole world, which we call the international community, will get attracted, will get noticed, will get information, and will be required to ask questions: what is going on in this part of the world? What are these people doing? Why are they locking down? And that by so doing, you will see that our freedom will be faster than when you go to your businesses and say, I don't care. Because if you say, I don't care, the next time the Fulani soldiers will come and burn your shop, and you will have even nothing to call your shop anymore. So thinking about going to your shop, it is just for the short-term period. In the long term, you are going to lose your life or lose that shop. So it is better we all, come together in one mind, one soul, one body to fight this cause for Biafra restoration project by doing what is necessary, what is the needful, and especially on the 14th of September. You sit at home. Even you know that the Monday sit at home has been suspended, but some people are still keeping it. This is to tell you that some of them have come to understand that this is the only sacrifice I can give to my nation, to ensure that our leader is released and Biafra is restored. So I believe they are coming gradually to terms with as to why we are asking them to keep at home, and this is for their own good and nothing else is to be said about that. So Mazi, that's all I want to say about this, and I believe our people they are going to adhere to this instruction again, because we are making progress towards Biafra restoration and the release of our leader, which is our ultimate priority at the moment. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi. Just for a few minutes we still have. I want to come to the extraordinary rendition of our leader to Kenya and the people who were involved in this. Many Biafrans have been asking to know and the action to take against them, because indeed it's quite obvious that it was our people, Igbo people, who work hard to do this. Why is it that we have not really gathered the names and the people that were involved? Does it mean that DOS Intel is not feeding up, or what? Can you clarify something on that? Why is it that the names to publish the name? Because this in Igbo language, Agasinka is an abomination, and we cannot take it. Even just as some people has decided on their own, so even if Onyendu comes out and forgive them, that they themselves cannot forgive those people. So, but apart from that, Why is it that the names and the people have not been told Biafra and said, this is the people who put you, some of us died and resurrected back the day we had that news, because we don't have any other hope if not on Onyendu. So to let Biafrans know, this is the people who put you into that condition. What is delaying in giving us the full details and how the thing happened? Is it possible to say now, or maybe still something that is waiting for a time to be given? Mazi, are you with me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mazi.
Mazi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you again.
Oh, but you didn't hear the question I asked you before.
Yes, that was the question I was responding to, but I saw that the call was muted. I don't know if the connection went back, maybe.
Okay, let me repeat the question a bit, just briefly, regarding the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since June. Up till now, Biafrans have not really gathered the information, how something happened, and the people that were fully involved in that a crime, that atrocity. I won't use the word crime, that atrocity. Biafrans would have liked to know who and who, because a lot of us died and wake up the day we confirm that this thing is real. Biafrans would like to know those who were involved on that matter. What is delaying, or is there any reason why it have not been yet given out the names and how the matter took place?
Yes, Mazi. What I can tell you from the position of the Directorate of State is that our leader is still in charge of our agitation. He is still giving directives as to what to do. Even if we have ideas, we are always going to ask him to approve it before we go on. So our leader is alive, and he is the one who knows exactly what happened. Those who were behind the trip he went, and those who were also involved in betraying him. He knew that himself, and he has decided not to tell us until a certain time. You know how he behaves. Maybe he would like to say it to be happened by himself. But as we speak, he has not given us the names. We have this information from Dr. Nelly from the USA, who is our officer there. Telling us about the evidence she had concerning those who were involved. We have taken note of that, but our leader will be the one to tell us exactly what happened, how, where to, what to do. He is informed about what happened. He's informed about the expose that Dr. Nelly has been, doing, and we are waiting for the directives as to what next to do concerning those who were, identified as being involved in that act of atrocity, as you put it. We are not the ones to make that decision. As long as our leader is still in charge, we are expecting him to give us the directives as to what to do and who to suspend or who to expel from the struggle. We are waiting, Mazi. That's all I can tell you.
Thank you very much. So you are making it very clear to the whole world, to Biafrans, that our leader is still in charge of IPOB and nobody should bring anything outside the order our leader has given. That is what you are making it clear right now with this.
Yes, that is still so clear that he is still in charge and he still gives directives as what we are doing and what we are not going to do. That's why sometimes it seems that DOS is not working, but if our leader didn't approve something, we are not going to carry it out. And that's how it has been from beginning. We are not going to start disobeying him now that he's incarcerated. As long as he's still alive, as long as he's still reachable, we are going to be taking instructions from him. He said, whenever you don't hear from me or don't see, do this, do that, do that. We know that. We wanted to do that, but then he resurfaced and gave us instructions to stop and suspend the sit at home. We wanted to start with sit at home and other things we follow, according to the instruction we laid down for us. But as long as he's in charge, he's alive and he's in charge, we are going to take instructions from him and not to take the law into our hands. That's how we are doing it, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mazi. But this last week, the international lawyer Bruce Fein came to the zoo, tried to meet him on Thursday, which is the days the court have been approved for our leader to be visited. And they gave an excuse on that day that the officer that should assigned to take them there is not around. Then they should come back on Monday, which he waited till Monday, and they went and they still give another excuse. And based on the interview of the man that I watched, he said he's going back the following day, which should be Tuesday this week. If things works in that way, I believe he might have went back to his base. Based on this thing now, I don't know if you have anything to elaborate regarding the international community and everything, apart from our own local lawyer, our own Ejiofor and his legal team, the good work they're doing regarding this man, and for not allowing him to see our leader. What do you have to tell Biafrans on this before we round this program up?
Yes, Mazi, I think I'm going to round up this thing that I am really very busy, because I need to take this time to really address our people because of the importance of the matters at hand. Yes, the Nigerian government, we all know that it's a third state already. The visit of our action in the USA, Bruce Fein, was a very, very shock to them. It was a very big shock. When they saw him, they didn't expect him to come to Nigeria to see our leader. So for them to ban him from seeing our leader, it is also an evidence that Nigeria being autocratic. It is a despotic government. That man has seen it live. We have seen it one-on-one. Nobody will come again to send a letter or tweet that this is what is happening in Nigeria. We came to see for himself what we have been telling him, and now he's convinced that everything we have said in the past is the truth, because he has seen it himself. He has confirmed it himself. So Nigeria is not a state where you can claim to be democratic. In a democratic setting, they don't have any right to keep our leader in detention in the first place. Our leader must have been, arraigned in court in Kenya when he was kidnapped. He has to face trial in Kenya. If they found him one, that is when they will be deciding on what you call extradition. But this was not done. Everything that is done in this corrupt and destructive government of in Africa is all corruption. Human rights are being trampled upon. No rule of law is followed. No due process followed. But there is only followed in the papers and on television. But in the real time, it is not followed. So this man has come to see it live by himself, and Nigeria is going to even face more severe consequences for refusing him to see his client. That's all I can tell you, man. The international community has taken note, and Nigeria and Kenya are going to get it hot because we are not relenting. This battle is being fought in many fronts, and the legal is one of them, which is getting very, very heated at the moment. With the result of defending our leader without trial, and by kidnapping him against all international laws and treaties, it is a double jeopardy, I would call it. They are going to receive it hot because this matter is no more about Biafra and Nigeria. It's now as an international matter which has been taken to every part of the world, and very soon you will be hearing about the consequences that Nigeria is going to face, including Kenya and all those who are involved in this art of criminal abduction and kidnapping of our leader, and extraordinarily returning him to a country that he had denounced the citizenship They took him to a country where he does not belong instead of taking him back to Britain, where he has his citizenship registered. So, Mazi, thank you. I don't have much thing to tell about that. I just want to round off by saying that Biafrans should remain resolute and focused, vigilant as the enemies are coming, bringing arms in our land. We need to, wake up, and every young man in Biafra land should not sleep with the two eyes open, closed, but to always be ready whenever the duty calls. Everybody should come and defend our land, because the enemies are at the gates, and we need to really take very, very care about what we do, where we go, and what we say, because as we said in our during the former Biafra Nigerian war, that OMD nobody should sleep, nobody should go to the fact that everything is all right, nothing is all right. The aim of the Janjaweed marauding terrorists and the government of Nigeria is to take over the land, kill the people, and these Lamites who will become subservient to them. And we have reason to say no, Biafra must be restored, or we all die restoring Biafra. So thank you so much, and thank you all Biafrans for listening.
Mazi Abanye, sorry, yes. I just need 1 or 2 minutes of yours, please. I know how difficult it is to bring you to this, and this is about 47 minutes now. We have been doing this. Before you go, just wrap it up with what we are about to say. First of all, kudos to the DOS for the good work they are doing. Despite how things are, they were able to still be together and be doing things. I want you to give Biafrans and the friends of Biafrans all over the world assurance of the DOS, which you belong, the good things that is about to come, and the confidence they must have in DOS. I just want you to use it to wrap up, because it's not everything that's supposed to say on air, but to give them confidence that indeed you people really love them, and everything you are doing is for them, and there are greater things that are on board that will come out from you guys. Just 1 or 2 minutes as we're about to round up the program.
Okay, Mazi, thank you so much. All I need to say is that DOS has been faithful to Biafrans. DOS has been the engine that propelled this struggle, even when our leader was free. Our leader gives the DOS instruction to carry out, and we have been carrying out to the letter. We have every reason to trust the Directorate of State. Our antecedent says it all. There is never a time in the struggle that DOS failed Biafrans or failed our leader. And we have so much things at hand we want to do. But people are expecting us to come on air and tell them they want to do this, we want to do that. If you say that your enemies are also listening, why do you want to reveal your plans to the enemies? We are not going to do that. But all they need to do is to have faith and trust in the leadership of the Directorate of State, knowing fully well that our leader is still in charge. So there is nothing like leadership vacuum. The only difference is that our leader's voice is not being heard as usual. But every other thing is going normal. Every other thing is going as planned. So there is a lot of plans on how Biafra should be restored, how our leader will be released. We are fighting on many fronts to make this happen, and we are not going to reveal it to anybody. All we want you to do is to look back in the history of this struggle and see how US has led you. And if there's any reason to doubt them, or if you have reason to believe them, then make your decision. But all I want to tell them is that Directorate of State is doing everything humanly possible to ensure that our leader is released and Biafra is restored. And we are not going back on that. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mazi Austin Abanye, the European rep of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. Thank you very much for this wonderful 50
Thank
minutes
you.
you have spent with us.
Thank you.
And
God,
I
God
believe
bless
you
you,
have
Mazi,
done justice to some certain
doing the
questions
good work.
to Biafrans. And I believe that from time to time, when we call you, you will humbly, just as you have done today, to come and clarify some certain things from Biafrans. But for today, we won't be able to take questions from Biafrans that have been calling. But I believe next time, maybe we'll have a chance for that. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And God bless you, Mazi. And keep on doing the good work, and Chukwabiyama will bless you and continue to strengthen you. Biafrans, have patience. Next time, when I have enough time, I'm going to take your calls and your questions. But for now, I need to go back to work. Thank you so much. And I remain Mazi Osinabayan, the member of Directorate of State and European Rep. All hail Biafra, and may God bless indigenous people of Biafra. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, and is the commander of the armies of Biafra, and he's the greatest man living on this planet Earth. As far as I'm concerned, we just had the voice of one of the member of the DOS, people who are working tirelessly day and night. Some of them don't sleep. They don't sleep. He is at work. Have to push him out for this interview, and he was able to spend his 15 minutes with us. These are the things, these are the sacrifices, and we need to appreciate all these things. Biafrans, we need to appreciate one another in every effort we are doing. I appreciate you, appreciate mine. This is how we are going to move forward, not just being against your brother or backbiting or whatever. The enemies will eat us all. I believe you have heard what he has said, and a lot of things might have been cleared off your mind as a result of this, and we'll continue to bring to you such a great packages in our broadcast platform day as days goes on. Right now we'll go straight to the line, and we open the line. Some people have been calling, but I was unable to pick the call because of the conversation that was going on. In case you have something to chip in or to add or to discuss regarding what happened yesterday, or reaction based on the interview that just took place, you are free to call right now as the lines are open. +183 263 73499. +183 263 73499. +183 263 73499. Or you can get us with this +614 818 70925. I repeat, +614 818 70925. +614 818 70925. Any of this line you call, you will get us, and your voice will be heard, and you will make your contribution or ask your question. We got this caller. It's my dear brother Mazi Ifani, Deputy Zonal Coordinator in the region of Spain. Brother, you are live on air, if I'm correct.
Yes, Nwachineke. Oh, wonderful. You're a wonderful man. Nwachineke, let me ask you a question. Were you once a journalist?
I will answer you on air.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Were you once a journalist?
No. Chefuzi ihe onye ndu kwuru. Onye ndu said that now we are born natural engineer. All those things are in us. Because of the struggle,
no.
I become one. By the grace of Chukwu.
I am having a skill goose. You know what I mean by skill goose? Honestly speaking, the way you treat patients, this is very, very intelligent question. You ask this our European rep, Abane. Very, very wonderful question. Deep journalists, those who are inbound journalists cannot ask that type of question, cannot put that type of question. And he answered, and he answered the question very. Our brother answered the question perfectly, honestly speaking. Biafrans, my name is Ifani Chukwu Ebo. If I go from Mbano, and Mbano is is in Biafra land. And I'm living here in Spain, a deputy coordinator of one of the best zones in Madrid, San Cristobal, Los Angeles, Zone 5. Nwachineke, thank you very much. You know, I asked this question last week. I asked you this question last week before you told me no. But I don't need to ask that question. But I'm happy that you have asked the leader that question, our leader this question now. In respect of the denial, I think they denied our international lawyer who come to visit our leader. I'm so happy that you will face the consequence. You know, it's just like an ant. You is just like an ant, standing on a railway line, commanding a road train to stop, which is highly impossible. When an ant is on a railway line, telling train, a whole road train to stop. This is exactly how you is to Biafrans. We are going to deal with them mercilessly. We are going to prove to them that yes, we are the indigenous people of Biafra. We own that land. And all those saboteurs, are the third of Imo State. I swear before the graveyard of my mother and my father, I got what to out from Biafra land. God bless you, my lovely brother. I'm so contented and I'm so happy. And my heart now is relaxed because of the questions you asked our brother, and they answered everything perfectly. Not everything will come at the end to tell us that yes, this is the way we are moving, because our enemies are listening. They are listening. God bless you, Mazi, Nwachineke, and God will bless you continuously. We are proud of you. Thank you, my lovely brother. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you very much. That's our zonal deputy coordinator from the Basque region of Spain, Mazi Ifeanyi. Thank you very much. Let's take this call. I believe is Ugo Dan. Ugo, can you hear me?
Hello.
Ugo, can you hear me? If I'm right.
I can hear you. Nwachineke. Good morning, Mazi. I can hear you.
Ugo Kezi,
no. Biafrans. My brother, can you hear me well?
Yeah,
Amazing.
Your voice is not coming out clear from my system here. And the way I'm seeing it in the signal, I don't think it's coming out loud in the radio.
Okay. But I can hear you very well.
Okay, it's okay now. It's good now. Continue. Maintain this level. Continue.
All right. Greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters, Biafrans all over the world. Biafra is our God, and is keeping us moving forward. Mazi, I want to commend our DOS members as they are encouraging us. The simple truth is that Biafrans, we are not happy. The intimidation from the zoological republic called Nigeria is exactly what is making everybody to be sad, and we are saying we must remain resolute. Just as he said, resoluteness simply means they have killed a lot of people, and those people they killed, they are not going to. The zoo have killed a lot of people, and I am saying that the zoo must be killed so that people will stop dying on behalf of the zoo. So I am urging our brothers and sisters, we must remain resolute and listen to the Directorate of State. Mazi, thank you so much for your wonderful work that you are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mazi Ugo. Thank you very much for that wonderful one, and keep it up. Let's take this call. Presume should be the powerful man of God, if I'm right. The powerful man of God, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi.
I can hear you, Mazi. You made my day today. Really made my day. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Continue. Maintain this level. Your voice is coming out clear.
Yes, you made my day. You know, sometimes this your questions today is very sensitive, and it was very awesome. And I would like you to keep the tempo. And if you can kind of maybe open publicly for Biafrans to kind of interact or ask questions again to prove every honesty to them, kind of allow them on your program to call one of the DOS and ask them questions that they will only happen. I think that will kind of give the media a very big coup. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I told him, but time will not permit for that for today. Just as I said, as time goes on, such a thing will be organized and it will be done. Thank you very much, the powerful man of God. Let's take this call. Caller, you are live on it right now, my dear brother. Can you tell us your name, if possible, your location?
Mazi, sir.
Call on the signal. Hold on, Chinedu. Hold on the signal. We'll come back to you.
Mazi,
Chinedu, Austria National PRO. Hold on, you're on signal. I will come back to you. Let's listen to our brother from Biafra land. One now, continue. Magu Mandi Begi, my dear brother.
Okay, sir. Mazi, Obi Dayoto na Oromo na Romazi. In fact, our God actually noticed Obi Dayoto. Manamam na our brother nobody of na. We can't imagine believe. Nobody of na ga put na on the air. But the Mabuna by God grace is breaking news will break one day. Now our leader Aptago neighbor before you see me Monday Jojo Gamata Aptago neighbor. So our prayer there, everything come na Nagadakwana eh. So he also like Guru Mazebuna, Opus or Dema Chiego season film yesterday. Obago season film yesterday, but no make ourselves we all better. Now we make a little more Monday boy, Menugu, Anambra, Abia, Ekele Mohani, no 200 energy, no Chara, indoor yesterday. So took a 2 million bata alibo yesterday. Ojara like this, they are ndị Nwachineke we bugoro before. Oh yeah, go say people before yana katu yana happen yesterday. We don't matter the ndekume yana go say happen yesterday. So you can put that Mazi Nandi no neighbor yesterday bondi janja we the uzo je majere go put na la majiri go buru na street buru ada do sa neighbor ka na we come impostor. Oh yeah, ka uzo je magara buru yesterday.
Asino wepụtara Mazi, asino wepụtara 700 million naira maka gha ifuru ndị ahụ nọ ebe ahụ. Ọ pọmpụrụ 700 million ka e wee chata boss. Kezi ndị mmadụ ego whatever. But at the end of the day, these are the few people ifuru there, and those people, most of them bụ ndị na-arụ na ministries nke ọ na-akwụ ụgwọ that cannot resist. Most of them, the real people, masses of the state, none of them show face except maybe there may be 1 or 2 saboteurs which we know, and continue.
Mazi, in fact, Oja number 700 million. Supporter la majority that wake on my post yesterday. Oh, when I got the salary na Imo State there. So they wake 700 million na sponsor la majority. Yeah, man, na gama bu na Chineke ga kpo yok na obodo. Mana ihe chọpụtara ri blood Igbo man. Onye janja weed ato ebi ime. Mana nwere ndị janja weed na time na nwoke dị ndụ janja weed na time. Onye ọbụla nwere blood janja weed mosoro. Ka ibo ya ga geba yesterday. A real full blood Igbo man cannot go there yesterday. So he also na gwagwa ge Mazi bụ na ekwere do BBC bụ ji do yesterday. And the picture mgbe Fino Flavor mere mgbe me ndị SARS Flavor gadara ndị mmadụ na Enugu State. Aya ka BBC bụ were post yesterday. Immediately made BBC bụ expose. Obido na-eme apologize na not the sorry. So he ya ka BBC bụ ọrụ BBC bụ na-arụ. Mazi ndị na-abụcha ndị a ga-echecha na list Mazi. BBC bụ anyị amatago their plan from beginning radio Biafra pụtara, and our lead onye ndu radio Biafra mepere everybody anya.
Hapụ ụmụ anụ ọhịa na-arụ na BBC Igbo ajụọ ha sị na ebe ha sheri ihe. There's no difference between them and Ohaneze, because you know the power of media. Mgbe ị na-arụ na BBC Igbo gị sị na ị kwetere na ndị Igbo, ị bịa were ashị dị ọta ahụ ewere wrong poster tinye gị nwe mee accept, ị Ibiaputana zina kora yeah. All these things, don't worry. Mbaga kpishi ka akpo ma phone because all of them will pay. All of them will pay. They will be paid back in all these things. Onyi honya ziya kirenke ya. Onyi they know what they are doing. Yeah, all descendant of the slave masters. Our people during slave. It's still in the bloodline in Igbo race. It's still moving on. For most of the atrocities you see in Igbo land, those people in those group of people, watch, they are in all their descendant can move. All their descendant. And we know them, it's bloodline, and we will dictate them, and we will deal with them. When he had the power of media, and he see how successful our sit at home was, and he's trying to rubbish it with one useless something because on. Did you na see a Ghana British embassy Kenya visa koga holiday in London? BBC on they won't give him because I'm a sorry, just round up what you are saying. I'm taking your time. Sorry, bro.
Okay, Mazi, when you're on the corner, I don't know Masa. I don't know my radio Biafra me for everybody. I don't know radio Biafra Mazi. I mean, I hear you go on the yesterday. Na member ya. I need to carry Wulisha, our mother, zero white donkey. Kaya Jarabaga Ghana, I take Winning Post yesterday. But no radio Biafra me zero on a Mepozianya. But this is wise, even though I got my but the radio Biafra me the more wise where we're tying the limb like this. So I don't know my leader number. Okay, Mendy Rovam Naya Bogi Sheba. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You. The whole credit goes to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all praises to Chukwu Kabiama. Nyanya the wisdom in what he's doing. If not, I ain't checking in the same condition. Now, for politicians. All the whole thanks go to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all praises to Chukwu Kabiama, who gave him the wisdom and the ability to do it. Let's take this caller, my dear brother, the national PRO of Austria. Sorry, I've been holding your call. You are live on air right now, brother. Make your comment.
Mazi, are you talking to me?
Exactly, Mazi Akazu.
Okay, Nwachineke. May Elohim to God tell them a blessing. Mazi, really this morning I am so much excited for your questions this morning, as if you have done journalism before. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. We are all this is born. We are born inside all this. It's when we begin to radicalize it, we begin to see the light in it. I swear before Chukwu this morning, your questions were so wonderful, and I want to use this opportunity also to thank our European rep, Mazi, for wonderful answers he gave for to the questions you asked him this morning. Mazi, what I want to say is that concerning the imposter that came to Imo State yesterday with Bongo, Mazi, since I was born, I've not seen this type of trouser in this. So that trouser looks like Nigeria. Anybody that saw the trouser this man wore yesterday, you know how Nigeria looks like. When we say that animal kingdom, it's not a place for where normal human beings that have sense supposed to live. People will be doubting it. Look at some imposter who is presenting himself as if he's Muhammad Buhari that died in 2017. Look at the type of clothes, the fellow that sold that clothes to that idiot. That fellow needs to be congratulated because he shows how Nigeria looks like. Mazi, I thank Elohim Chukwu for making it possible that our people yesterday show to the world once again how formidable, how fanatical we are when we come in terms of Biafra. We are going nowhere. Biafra is where we stand. Anybody who don't like what we are doing should back out from Igbo land and go to Hausa and go there and live. Because our land cannot contain any idiot, any person that will come out to challenge this divine project which Elohim Chukwu used
our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that his people will hear his voice once again. Any idiot that will stand on our way, we will make sure that that idiot will go on the idiot will tell him where he's going to meet his ancestors, because we the indigenous people of Biafra, we the Ethiopians, we have stand so tall that this freedom, we must get it. We cannot leave it for our unborn generation. It must come in this our generation, because even we here in diaspora, Mazi, we are not having fun here. When we talk about this freedom, it is we us even here in diaspora want this freedom more than even the people at home. We want to come back home, Mazi. We want to come back home, because the type of suffering we are passing here, I don't think if we are in our land, we will pass through that type of humiliation. Most of us are here, we have no other choice, because even if we face this humiliation, we decide to stay, because is it the country that will come back to see stable life? No good roads, no good hospital, there's nothing to tell about this animal kingdom called Nigeria. And we are saying that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. Mazi, we are heading now to protest in Vienna. All roads, all our populations in Austria now, we are hitting Vienna to go and let the world know once again that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the detention of DSS. We must let the world know that we want his release immediate effect, because we the Ethiopians, we cannot keep quiet. Our presence is running out. This is what we are saying. We want to hear our voice, not when we start now. People will think maybe we are mad. We are already insane. Both of them is together. Because by the time we saw this two type of madness we have in us, the whole world is marvel. So all we are saying, what I'm saying in a nutshell is that, Mazi, we are heading to Vienna today in Kenya Embassy and also in UN headquarters to go once again to prove to the world that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Keep on doing the good work you are doing. Our prayer is, Elohim, keep on giving you wisdom to make sure that anytime you come out in this hollow platform, you will do the needful. Thank you, Nwachineke. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. That's our national PRO, Mazi Chinedu from Austria. Presently now, today is the 10th of September. All the road leads to Vienna, Austria, in Kenya Embassy. If you're in Austria, you must be part of this protest that is going on. Very, very important. You must be there in solidarity with what we are doing to protest against the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is happening in Austria right now. Make sure you are there. Very, very important. Let's take this call. Should be Simeon from Bar region of Spain, if I'm correct. Thank you very much, my dear brother. That's our national.
Good morning.
You're welcome, brother.
Nwachineke.
Welcome.
My name is Simon. I am calling from America, Spain. I want to use this opportunity to thank our brother, our European rep, Mazi for his intelligent answers and standing up. And you, as they asking you, were you born a journalist? The answer was no. You are not born as a journalist, but all these things is the mechanism that makes you a human being as a Biafran. I thank every one of you. May Chukwu bless every IPOB family member all over the world. Bless our every leader wherever he may be. Protect and guide him in any situation he is in the hands of our enemy. May those who think, who plan, who wish to hurt him, to kill him, to take away his life, destroy them before they think about it. Chukwu Okike Abiyama. And may you bless those that bless him and curse those that curse him.
Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless those that bless Biafrans and cause that those that cause Biafran. In the mighty name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I pray. He said, ndị Imo ekele m unu, ndị Imo ba ekele m unu, ndị Biafra land niile ekele m unu. Unu nwaka, unu gesigo ndị iro anyị. That don't want them. Mazi, let me go straight to the point. What happened to Imo State yesterday and what is still going on and what is still playing on? You know, in Nigeria, we know today, those days. But it is the birth of IPOB that makes them mad. They never knew or know that anything like that will happen, because they think that every Igbo man can be bought. But when they see some of us and what we learn and what our leaders stand for, that is why I see praise. I know that nobody can destroy IPOB. Sorry for the interruption, my brother. So, do any of you know how much Hope spend in that charade yesterday? But anytime they do it, any option they choose, any move they make, man must die. It's the alternative, like as our leader say it. Look at the trouser of a president. That is to show them. That is to show every one of you. Muhammadu Buhari is there since 2017. Some of you don't know him, haven't seen him personally. I started seeing Buhari 1984. Those days when president is coming to your place, he come out, stand in the road, waving flag. I did this as a student. Muhammadu Buhari is a jihadist. He's a bigotry. He's ethnic bigotry, well, like Tinubu called him those days. But now when the Tinubu politics, they change.
What you just said, I remember, I don't know whether he came or he didn't come. That was 83 or thereabout. I was in primary school. When he launched a war against indiscipline and tree planting campaign, something like that. Is this dead man now still in power? Chineke, man.
So, you know, and the Nigerians are seeing all this game, seeing all this charade. God is making them, showing them. Do you know what they witness? When Muhammad Buhari will come out from grave, come and tell them, I am dead though. That is when they will know. Hope Uzodinma is a 419 man. This is people I know since 1989. What was he doing before he become a governor or he become a senator? Oh, you know, we know him. We are watching all of them spending Imo State money for game. Oh, why you can't look up for 419? This is what these people are still doing. Okay, they do that. Mata, but time is coming. Time is coming. We're gonna chase those crazies out of the town. We don't. It's not more time. He come and talk. Going. No. We have been here. Everything happened. We have been here. There is what kind of terrorism haven't we lived on? We have seen it. So if we start like our brother Mazi say Akala, there is different type of Akala. We are just watching you, letting you people to know the danger we are in. That is why we start doing what we are doing in 2014, which most of you have targeted us in everything. But enough is enough. Our people have shown you guys, we don't want this man. What President Buhari now? Don't you know the history of Buhari? Both the dead and living. But we are watching. It's not the time he lied to them anymore. Okay, Isukwa. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much.
What are we going to do?
Thank you.
What are we going to do against Anambra election?
Let's take this call. Caller, can you hear me? You have been waiting.
Good morning.
You are welcome, brother. Thank you for your patience. I pick your call because they keep on coming. I have to hold it. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I greet you, Mazi. I greet all Biafrans all over the world, wherever you are. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location. My name is Nwachineke. I'm from Swama, Isalambano, Arangibo. I'm calling from my location. Yeah, Mazi, what I want to say, first of all, how can a president visit such a visit without the wife? We are not asking where is the wife of the president. If that person is to be Buhari, everybody is claiming to be Buhari. The wife is not really yet to be found, and everybody is celebrating him as the president. Secondly, I want to warn our people, those of them who used to claim hard man, whenever we have sit at home, all those Kekena Pepe and all those people are raising themselves around thinking that that day is the day they will make the billions they will use for their life. They should stop risking their lives. Everybody should want their family members. They should not be taking such risk whenever we announce it at home. I also want to tell our people, suggest to them, those who are working in a medical line, any day we make announcement for sit at home, they should stay close to their hospital or inside their hospital for their work the next day. Going far distance to their office is a risk. They can lose their life. We are tired of losing people. Let everybody be careful. I also thank you for the questions you asked our comrades, and he answered very perfectly. I do appreciate you. I say, Nwachineke, and I continue setting you now.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Short and simple. Thank you very much. And let's take this call. Caller, you are live on air. Your name and your location.
Mazi, good morning.
Welcome, my dear brother.
Good morning. I'm here from Ifitenibo in Oka South, living in Libreville. I thank God for our successful meeting yesterday. It was very, very fantastic. The so-called imposter that they want to wear yesterday, it's a disgrace. You know, everything in Nigeria is a disgrace. The water you drink in Nigeria, since you so far you are in Nigeria, if you drink water in Nigeria, it's a disgrace. Look at trousers that they wear. Trousers of bongo, to show you that that thing there is not human being at all. I thank God for the people of Imo State because he saw a very great disgrace yesterday. That Okebeke in Imo State saw disgrace. BBC is useless and a disgrace to them too because they put the Photoshop as they used to do. And we debunk the Photoshop, they come to apologize. To show you that those people working in Igbo in a BBC was useless as imposter is. So I want to thank God for our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Amadike one of Biafra land. Nobody like him. If they like, they can jealousy from now to Kingdom Come. He's number one. They don't have part two. Mazi, I thank you for all the media presenters. I thank you all of you for how the people are present. Mostly the interview that you did to Dabanim this morning. It's very, very fantastic. I say, may God Almighty, Chukwu Okabiama, bless all of you in the name of Chukwu Okabiama.
You see, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's take this call. Presumed to be Desmond, if I'm correct.
Yes, Nwachineke, you are very correct, and I say good morning to you from here. Master, I don't know if I'm coming out clear, right?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
My name is Desmond, and I'm calling from Italy. Greetings to Biafrans, IPOB family members worldwide, and our leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I salute you, and I pray that Chukwuka Biama will continue to strengthen and be with you till eternity, even beyond Biafra, you know. So, Mazi, I want to appreciate you for your good work this morning. I want to also appreciate our European rep. You see, I want to say something, Mazi. This DOS, the members of our DOS, IPUB DOS, are people, they were spiritually breeded by our leader. You see, when you see these people talk, you will understand that these people are spiritually breeded. From the HOD to the rest of them, call them our European reports, Nabany, China Samoru, the HOD, the deputy head of directorate, and all of them. These are wonderful people, you know, and Biafrans, we must understand what we have, because Imandi will say, now what you have, you don't value it. You don't value what you have. Biafrans, we must value what we have and understand that once we listen to directives and follow suit, we are already in our destination, which is Biafra. Because our leader used to say one thing: I am a high name, follow me. So I'm a him. And our leader has never led us astray, you know. So this is it. We should understand that there is need for us to be disciplined and follow directive. This is for Biafrans, and we want to appreciate the DOS, our European rep Mazi Osnabani, for your good work, and you too, Mazi Nwachineke, for some clarifications you tried to bring on air this morning, which is very, very important. Now, have you said this thing? Before I comment on what happened yesterday in Imo State, you know, Mazi, let me first of all call on Biafrans in Italy to join us as we continue to support ESN. Once you're a Biafran in Italy or friend of Biafran or well-wisher, please do call these numbers from IPUB National Body, signed by the IPUB National Coordinator in Italy to support ESN. +39 35100 46055. I repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is the IPUB National Coordinator's number in Italy. The second is +39 3512 551274. I repeat, +39 3512 551274. This is the IPUB National PRO number in Italy. Please call them and join us to support ESN. Our protest in Italy is coming up on the 16th, which is next Thursday of this September 2021. Free Nnamdi Kanu protest, Milan, Italy. The venue will be in Milan, in Piazza Castello in Milan, Italy. If you have any difficulty locating this spot or this place, please call the PRO with the second number I just gave out, you know, and you'll also be directed, but it's not something that is hidden. Once you get to your Milan station and you ask to be directed, you know, we are going to move from there. We are going to, the time is 10 a.m. in the morning and we'll finish by 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You know, we are planning multiple protests in Italy, but we are going step by step. This is the first one, which will happen on the 16th. Will be taking place in Milan at Piazza Castello. The time will be 10 a.m. and will finish by 2 p.m. And the second one is coming up on the 25th, which will take place at Trento. But I'll be giving the details of that one immediately we finish this one. So Biafrans in Italy should concentrate on Milan on the 16th, which is next Thursday. And we're also calling on our Odudua brethren, Ambazonia brethren, and everybody, our reverend fathers and reverend sisters in Italy. We want you all to please join your voice, join your hands, and join your spirit with us, because this is the time that we'll have to come together and show the world that we want our freedom, and show the world how our leader has been extraordinary rendition and kept in DSS dungeon under torture, you know, and we need his unconditional release. It is very, very important. Now, thank you very much, Nwachineke. Then, to what happened in Imo State yesterday, is very, very clear that Biafrans has shown to the world once again that we have rejected Nigeria entirely, in its entirety. You know, we don't want Nigeria. It is not by force. We are Biafrans. We don't want Nigeria. They should just say their own, do your thing, and let us do our thing. Some time ago, Shegumi said, terrorists, bandits, the core bandits has come to stay. They should stay in the north. We are not disturbing them. Allow us to do our thing in our land. Because the truth is that we are no longer going to tolerate the killing of our people in our land. It's not going to be business as usual. All these our politicians, we are putting them on notice. Because as it is right now, they are seeing everybody, even the whole world, is seeing the handwriting. Even those people who are reporting but not reporting the truth, but at least they are reporting it. Because CNN that reported our case, our struggle maybe 2 or 3 or 4 days ago, you know what they said? They were talking, they said that Rida was extradited. They knew very well that the man was kidnapped in Kenya, an extraordinary rendition, and they were using that word extradited. They say he has been away since 2015, or how do they put it? Somebody that escaped there in 2017. But then our leaders said something that at the right time they will talk about us, whether good or bad, but they must talk about us. It is very, very important. So Biafrans must understand that it is a win-win for us. All our own is to remain resolute, be formidable. Whatever thing we are doing, anywhere we are, we should endeavor to double our effort. At the end of the day, Chukwuka being with us, which is already with us, he will lead us into Biafra safely and soundly. You know, we are going to defeat our enemies. We will defeat Britain, we will defeat Nigeria, we will defeat Fulani, because nobody ever challenges God. Nobody ever challenges Chukwuka and even come out to tell the story. So Fulani will not be able to tell the story at the end of this day. You know, so we are urging Biafrans, both our people at home, to remain resolute. Whenever there is a sit at home, sit at home. Don't endanger yourself. Don't come out. On Tuesday, it is the next sit at home, which will be on the 14th of this September. Everybody must sit at home. We must register our displeasure against these our politicians that join their hands together to sabotage our leader. They wanted to kill him. But thank God that man is not, because if men we are God, what would you have done today? But we thank God that men are now God, and we must continue. Biafrans must remain resolute as we move ahead, as we march into our freedom. God is with our leader and is going to give us freedom. At the end of the process, we should be strong. This should just be like, we should see ourselves like gold being refined, you know, because you can never be a gold without passing through fire. So these are the processes. Israelites, they went through it, and at the end today, at least, despite the whole enemy surrounding them, they are able to stand as a nation. And Biafra will stand as a nation, as a formidable and gospel nation, and we will be able to worship Chukwuka in our land, in the land of the rising sun. Thank you very much, Nwachineke, for this opportunity, and God bless you as you move on.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. That's our brother Desmond from Italy, giving you the announcement of the protests coming up, and also our support for ESN as well. Keep it up, my dear brother, and may the Most High Jehovah Elohim strengthen you all over there. Thank you very much. Let's take this call. Our caller you have called before, you are live on air right now. Your name and your location, if possible.
May Chukwuka bless you. My name is
Brother, are you there?
Yeah, I am there.
Your line is coming and cutting. Your name.
My name is Ojo.
Or from the
my name. Excuse me. Are you hearing me?
Continue. Just move on.
My name is Ojuku. My location is Italy. I'm calling from Italy. May Chukwuka bless you. Yes, I'm here. Ojuku from Italy. I said, may Chukwuka bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwuka bless you. What you are doing? What you are doing is a gift given to you by Chukwuka. It's not learning from any school at all. You can learn anything from school, but this is gift from Chukwuka direct. What Biafra, IPOB, the original children, they stand as IPOB. What they're doing now will show the world that our ancestors, our forefathers, they are the one that had science and technology before remaining human being in the world and learn it from them. What IPOB are doing now will show the world that we are the best in the world. Everything concerning us is the best. For that, God has answered our prayer to have the mercy upon us. That is why He sent a woman being to do the work for His kingdom to come in this planet, as He promised that His kingdom must come. And nothing Nigeria will do will stand and remain in Biafra and this period. The Nigeria will disappear out of Biafra land. We are not going out of Nigeria. Nigeria must go out from Biafra land. And we will stand up to push Nigeria out from Biafra land. Let them stop talking about that Biafra want to go out from Nigeria, which is lie. Because Nigeria come to Lolugana Folashon, come to meet us in our land and bring a company and give that company name as a Nigeria. Operating, now go and bring the Yoruba and the Hausa to join us together. To join us together. And like we are working together, whereby the land of Biafra is a company. It's a company. A land of Biafra is a company to them. And those people calling governors, politicians, they are not a governor and a politician. It's a calendar of a 419. Before you do person, you must put a calendar that will make that person to believe what you are saying, for him to submit the money. Just like all those women been calling themselves pastors. That is why they are preaching to you for them to get money from human being, to make human being to enrich themselves, which I know that very soon God will visit them all with death. It says so in the word of God. That you using a name for kidnapping money from your children and enriching yourself, that you will wait my role to come to you very soon. If you are doing bad, you are still alive, don't mean that you will not die. God is waiting for you. Your death is coming on shame. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God don't bring and come. If you like, pray for him. If you don't like, not pray for him. Nothing will happen to him. It's ordained by Chukwu Okike. If we know it's only meant only Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will be declared through him by the power given to him from Chukwu Okike. We are in the war. We are the people of Asians, the children of Asians, and mean that we have rise up through the sense open from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu given to him by Chukwu Okike. Buhari is already dead, 1983 or 84. I know Buhari. My father is a soldier, and my father served Nigerian government as a soldier, and I am a first son, next of king for my father. I know the problem I face when I'm trying to fight to get my money from Nigerian government, guarantee and pensioner as a next of king. When my father died, a medical unfit because of working for Nigeria. Everybody has a different system to fight for this freedom to come. You are fighting, you are judging yourself, because Biafra is judging every human being in this planet. The way you fight for this Biafra to come, the way you support is the way you will be alive to live inside the kingdom of God in this planet, which is Biafra land. Alonso, Chineke Bonyenso, everybody know that. This man coming to Biafra land, call himself Jubilee, standing as a Buhari, is good, because as he come to that Biafra land, this is the time for him to die as the Buhari to die. And secondly again, for Nigeria to not agree, the lawyer, the cop American, to come and see in crime, is very good for Biafra struggle. It's very good for us. Now Nigeria is already destroyed. Any white man cannot tell us now that the Nigerian government telling us that everywhere is good. The American ambassador cannot lie American again. The UN ambassador cannot lie the world again. And we need the picture of all those people they are there. If the Biafra intelligent back home can bring out their name and their picture, let them post it everywhere. We will continue facing them. Oh, we go down. They will not be alive and enter Biafra land because they don't deserve to live and see a good thing, which is freedom.
Brother, are you there?
May God bless you. May God give you more wisdom. May God be at your front. May God bless all the principal officers. May God give them wisdom to answer questions. Because I love what he did this morning by asking that question, and I love how the European rep answered the question. If the enemy are waiting to hear things, thinking that if they hear, they will know what to do. Maybe they will know what to do to attack what the DSS is doing. They are lying because the enemy listen to Radio Biafra more than you.
Brother, are you there? Your line, you are not talking again.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just round it up. It's like your line is breaking.
Okay.
Just round it up.
Okay, the Biafra land is a land of rising sun. And Biafra have rise. And Nigeria have already destroyed and pieces. And this one to show Nigeria will destroy Nigeria and send Nigeria out from Biafra land because many things will happen for Nigeria to disappear in Biafra land. Forget about that tomato face. Yes. Forget about the tomato face that called himself a governor of Imo State in Nigeria. Nigeria is already condemned. We are a Biafra and we need Biafra, and Biafra will declare this year and this our time by the name of Chukwu Okike Bieme. So, God bless you. Chukwu Bieme will give you and bless you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution you have made all the way from Italy. Thank you very much. We'll now go straight to our Liverpool coordinator. You have been calling and calling, but I was able to catch your line now. You have the mic.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Nwachineke.
You do that again.
Utotoma from here. Utotoma to all Biafra. In every part of Biafra, Shetiri, Idoma, Izon, Alibo, Togo, everywhere in Biafra land, I say good morning to all of you, Utotoma. I am also extending this Utotoma to our indestructible leader, the Ochichu Prezi Anya, Memerezu. I say, may your days belong here on earth, and you will come out victorious. Every enemy of you, our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, must kiss dust, because your victory is Biafra victory, and Biafra victory is your victory. I also say kudos to every Biafra that is in detention, in anywhere, be it in Biafra land, be it in the zoo, be it in outside Africa, be it in Africa, those that are being held in Ghana, all over everywhere. I remember all of you, I will remember you. You stay be strong. Victory is assured. Very soon everybody will be out. My brother, I want to thank you very much this morning for that extraordinary effort, a very beautiful interview you did this morning. You did marvelous. I was shocked. I thought, I said, this man has this talent. You never know. Please, keep it on. keep it coming. We need more of it. I want to use this opportunity to say to our people, if you have any brother or sister, friend or relative living in Liverpool or around Liverpool, please tell him or her to come and join IPOB Liverpool meeting coming up this Sunday, the 12th of September 2021. For further details, please contact me on this number 07843 703123. Again, 07843 703123. My brother Nwachineke, please, I want to ask you for one favor. You see this interview, please post it so that you can spread it to everybody. These are the kind of things that are supposed to be go far and wide. And if it is possible, also I can call you after the program. I want to send you one information, if it's possible.
Okay, immediately the program is off. You can just call the same line immediately. I'll pick your call.
Okay, and I'm begging Chukwu Kadiama to continue strengthening the ESN and all the volunteers, both home and abroad, wherever we are. I end in with this. Oh, Biafra, I have set watchmen. I have set watchmen. Oh, Biafra, you shall never hold your peace. Day or night, I have set ESN on your wall. Day or night, I have set ESN on your wall. Till we establish it, until we make Biafra a praise in the earth. Till we establish it, until we make Biafra a praise in the earth. Anita, continue, my brother. Almost say Biafra.
They will, my dear brother. Almost have Biafra. That's a very wonderful one from our dear brother, the Liverpool coordinator. Thank you very much for that one. And may the Most High bless you. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. We must have this in mind that Ohaneze have been insulting us and they continue to insult us, giving our Ishiag the most precious cloth that is give the identity of who we are to the whole world, that showcase our identity to who we are to the whole world, giving it to a dead man, an impostor, and uncircumcised Philistine to wear is an insult to our culture. This, we must know this thing. Most of us may not know the meaning of that Ishiago and how it originated, although a lot of stories have been there. We are the only people who are wearing, and you know that such type of ago is not in our land. The ago that is in our land is the other ago, the leopard. That is the one. But the one you normally see in that cloth is the other one, which we don't have it mostly. And that particular ago signifies to those who most of the time people don't believe. Some people believe our connection to the Hebrew from the line, from the tribe of Judah. From the tribe of Judah, some people don't believe this. But you need to ask yourself, why are we wearing that? It's to tell you that some of us, we are from that tribe as well. Not just all of us. Some of us are from that tribe. Is a significance to us. But these days we are messing most of our tradition up by politicizing everything. Hope Uzodinma insisted in bringing this man to Imo State for no reason, and each time they come, they will give him our such a cloth to wear and hand him over the elephant tusk that our people normally hold in the ancient time. They don't know the meaning of all those things, and if we don't correct it now, you see, my mom told me also that na more na kwa kepa. But in other words, if you don't do the right thing, the spirit will be against you. You will be thinking, why is it that the dead will not rise up and fight our battle? Something of that nature or whatever, if you understand. But when you refuse to do what you expected to do, then you see that the forces will be against you. And that is exactly what is happening to us. And as it's happening, it mostly emphasizes on the poor masses. That is why we are encouraging our masses, our people, to rise up, to be part of what we are doing. These criminals, these politicians, these occultic people in politics that are making life miserable, they are the ones turning things against us. And if we don't rise up now that we have the platform, which is IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to fight this evil once and for all, we don't rise up, we will go extinct. Remember that God, the Bible says he can turn stone to praise him. Don't say maybe our lineage is so precious, it's so special that God will not let it be. Remember, he told Moses, get away, let me destroy these people. I can raise another one from you. But Moses interceded in keeping those people. God can do whatever. God can choose anybody to do his job. Don't come and claim that we are this, we are that. But what we're supposed to do at the right time, we are not doing it. This is the time. Everybody must hate our political leaders. You must hate them. You see, political leader, even if other people in the Zoological Republic don't want to hate their own, you see a political leader, both present and past, and those preparing themselves in Anambra, you must hate these people. Yeah, you will hate them. They are ready. They have done all manner of things for you to be in the situation you are. They are ready to do more to destroy you, just for them to be in that position and come out. Imagine what Rochas Okorocha did to Imo State for the past 8 years. Where is he today? Now, nothing. At the end of the day, just to answer, I am Rochas Okorocha, former governor of Imo State. That's all. And the money he looted. Look at Ojo Sokala, the one he did. Look at Theodore. The pain will still bounce in our head. So if we don't rise up this time to hate these people and pay them back to their coin by not listening to them, brother, the next one that will come, they will swallow us up. This time is our time. The power belongs to us. We are the indigenous people of Biafra, our land, and we must stand. We must stand with our DOS under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to do whatever we are asked to do. A lot of things are on pipeline which you are not supposed to, which not that you are not supposed to know it, but can't come out on air and dish it out. It's just only that trust, that hope, that belief, follow up. Because on 14th of this month, another sit at home is coming, and all of us must abide to it. Things are going to happen. Greater than you expect will happen, but it will come to them surprisingly. At least kudos to DOS. Just within few days, as they noticed that this impostor is coming, such a shame and humiliation was able to organize to dish it out to this impostor, and the whole world saw it, even to the extent that BBC is trying to cover it by bringing old picture to put, even though the Imo State government was trying to to edit our memo. You see the level they are going to tell you that indeed we are putting that shame to them. Let's take this call finally. Should be my dear brother Kingsley from Morocco. If I'm right, you have the mic, brother, and thank you for exciting patience.
Good morning, my dear brother. Good morning. All hail Biafra. My name is Kingsley. Calling from Morocco. Our Southeast governors with Ishiago, that is not going to chop our mind, because what's going to chop our mind is what we're going to face us in future. You understand, my dear brother? I thank my DOS. My dear brother, Shegumi say bandits are going nowhere. Bandits will live with us. And if you try to do anything against them, it will be worse. My dear, that is a very big wall, and the people think that it's just like a joke. So if there are people, they will run. My dear, see, Taliban will celebrate their 9/11 government, their official government celebrating deity. The same day the victim of those 9/11 in New York were getting pain, including one with injury, to show you that these people are pushing ahead. They don't care. These people pushing ahead, and as they are pushing ahead, I even promise them, it's in the hand of an IPOBDOS. They will show because these people will deal with them. So I urge our people to support our DOS, support our ESN, stop support our struggle. What is facing us too much is too much. We can never bear this thing. They will catch us and they will deal with us mercilessly. These people are doing it with impunity. They are doing it without remorse. A weird country that can bring such a person to represent and as a president, if you can see the man with the dark elephant toes, it's like he's doing gym. It's not that Buhari. And they are doing it. The same thing as they are doing in all their living country where they belong. And all our people keep on sleeping, keep on preparing. We prepare, we talk, and these people are waiting. They are calm and waiting. When did we start? So our brother, we should look down. We should look on the ground and watch what is going on. They don't mean well with us. And we, as they are feeling hard to follow us, we're going to follow them like that. Both of you do well. Or about middle belt, you guys should wake up. This is not a joking matter, and this is not time for joke. Mazi, these people are well-made, and we will wait for them. My name, that people will God give me, and will never change it as far as this struggle concerned. This is my brother Mazi carry help us along, because we are into a pot of soup, which they can, everybody can come and drop and dig. But God say no. God bless my DOS and bless every principal officers. Nwachineke, keep it on, coming on, keep it on. My brother, this is a month. There is time, this is the action time. We must prevent our life from this. Falling into these people's hands again. No one shall be wounded. We must be watchful from the end of the Ramadan. We must watch. This is an alarm. Keep it on, my brother. God bless you. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. And you too, my dear brother. That's Kingsley from Morocco. Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution, and keep it up over there. May the Most High bless you. Let's take this call. Should be our national from Russia. If I'm right, you have the mic now, brother.
Nwachineke,
and you too, brother.
Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, greeting from Moscow. And this is Mazi. I came from Omo, province Biafran, but I live and serve the indigenous of Biafra here in Russia as the national coordinator. From the beginning, before I commence, I want to thank our European rep who had came this morning to clear air on certain things, outstanding questions that are bothering our people. Bless you abundantly and give you more grace to continue this great work you do for our motherland. Indeed, Biafrans, we are really on the top of the game. Now, from what happened yesterday, I have proven to the world and also to the zoo and to agree that the governors they have been incapacitated. All the governors, all their stooges that are serving them in the zoo. But what happened has shown them that all of them are incapacitated and they are no more decided. Happen in our land. That means that we are taking the future into our hands. Say that freedom is not given but taken. And I'm grateful that Biafrans, IPOB at large, we have known that this is our freedom, not asking Europe or UN to come to be with us. So, good, especially our great warriors that are in Biafran, because we are the ones that make the freedom. I pray that Elohim will continue to guide and protect all of you there, because I know what you guys are passing through there, and from that, and see
to lock your shop and your business center. Just to observe the peace at home order given by the leadership of this great movement. I pray that Elohim will bless all of you and give you more grace to continue. And also, I also pray that Elohim will also bless our HOD and all the members, all the people that are working with Mazi, that will bless all of them and give them more grace and wisdom, especially at this critical time, that they can be able to make only right decision at the appropriate time. And also give our members and that is all the IPBs with the family to be able to listen, not being distracted by the lies of the enemy. We saw what happened after the issue of the platform. Zulu government, when they have seen that the thing is about to hook them again, they make a counter press the release that the platform had been cancelled. That to show how desperate they are. That to show how desperate they are. And also, this will also increase our spirit and also and our image to know that we are on the right path. Civil disobedience in the history of freedom fighters and also people that are fighting for their freedom, it has been a very good instrument to destroy the backbone of the enemy. And now the zoo is feeling the heat. And this is only just the beginning. This is an appetizer. We told them that if they do release our leader, if they do release Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will be, Somalia will be like a paradise. Even Afghanistan will be a heaven compared to what was before to Nigeria. Because this generation of Biafrans, they are told that our heart is at our back. We have changed the position of our heart to our back. We are in our dictionary now. We don't know what is called forgiveness or forget, because that's the mistake of our forefathers, the people that fought the first war. Immediately after the war, they forget all the saboteurs, they forget all the people that betrayed them, they forget all the things they passed through, and now they integrated into the evil society for Nigeria. And then Nigeria now even make them to be that is corrupt them, make them to be impotent. That if you see a Biafran engineer, doctor, and he is being controlled by illiterate Fulani who didn't go to, are the people controlling our intellectuals in their land. And they are following them because of money. And that money comes from their backyard. Now some people even accept to be guiding pipeline for this Fulani gender. No wonder they have the boldness to say that, oh, that is Biafra oil. Biafra oil belongs to Jigawa. Who made it possible? It's because of the stupidity of our people, of our leaders, so-called hungry politicians. Any place they see money, they flash money on them, you see them just like when you throw corn to hungry fowl in the compound, all of them. Despite that, after that, you still keep them. That's the position of the so-called Igbo politicians. They have brought the too low that Fulanis are in their make a mess of them, they want it. Because they know that they are just an instrument in their hand. After they use them, they will still kill them, they will still destroy them, but they don't know. So, follow Biafran. But I pray that all of us will continue doing this network we are doing, and also knowing that nearer more than ever, and our leader in the Netherlands, very, very soon, he will come out and join us in this family. Thank you, Mazi, Nwachineke, for having me. I'm signing off for here, most Russia Federation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's our national in Russia. Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution, and keep it up. The good work you are doing to our family over there. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE 2. Before we round up, I want to remind us once again that today 2 protests are going on. One is in Vianney in Austria. Vianney, Austria. If you're there, make sure you are heading to Vianney, Austria, to Kenya Embassy, where our families are protesting for the extraordinary rendition of our leader from Kenya to Zoological Republic. Kenyan government, we are fully involved. We must protest to their embassy to let the world know the evil they are doing is happening right now in Vianney, in Austria, today being the 10th of September 2021. Also in Sevilla in Spain is also happening, being today 10th of September 2021. If you are in Spain, within that region, you must move to that place. You must be part of it. Everybody is protesting to let the world know. We must protest. This is the civil disobedience we must show to the world, to tell them that we are no more fools. We understand the game. If we don't react, nobody is going to react for us. Very, very important. And if you have not yet organized yours within that area, mostly those in Europe, is your time to put something together to make sure that everything is working out simultaneously, and we will crumble the enemy, we will frustrate them, and we will be victorious. Thank you very much for being part of this program, and continue to listen to Radio Biafra at all time. This is your radio station. This is your own radio, indigenous radio station, established by our great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with the infinite wisdom God has given to him. Great wisdom God has given to him, and he put it in place, and a lot of us have been educated from this university of our leader. Continue to listen and give the support. You must give it support. If any station is down, try to report. I got information from a brother from Aba telling me that Aba station is so noisy. I don't know how correct it is, whether it's from his area or is it true. I didn't get call from Onye Dead. I was expecting Onye Dead to call me or somebody from that area to call to clarify this. But if it is true, I'm sure they need to check, because it's just of recent they fixed that Aba. Let it not be that someone is sabotaging us, because we are not going to tolerate any nonsense. Sometimes our people are very funny, or maybe the network there is somehow, because we need to fix it. If your station is down, please, you must report. Just call Radio Biafra, any platform, to report. Your duty is just to report. As you are calling, those who are in charge will be notified. They are aware. Then at their own time, they will go and fix it, because all our relay station must be at work. Very, very important. And remain resolute. Remember September 14, very, very important. A lot of our comrades were down. Great men, men of valor, people who are more gallant than Zoological Republic soldiers. They just gunned them, because that time we are just moving out with flag. And they went there and they gunned them down in the palace of our leader. You remember what happened. Even the so-called Ohanes and Igbo were involved in betraying our leader. They have concluded, if you have forgotten the story of what happened on that day, they have concluded that our leader should attend that meeting. Then on his way, they will just assassinate them on the way. Have you forgotten? Before Elohim, the way he normally reveals things, he have to reveal it to our leader, and they refused to attend that meeting. That was how our leader was saved that time. Remember all those things. Finally, they now concluded that they have to release the python dance, to go to the house and kill. This is how September 14 come up. We must honor it. Brothers and sisters, these are the sacrifice we must continue to pay, in as much as it is hitting the zoo very, very hard. We must continue. Remember 2016, 2015, we were protesting the normal way, civil disobedience with flags, and they were shooting us pieces. We don't want to lose most of our people in that way. That is why we are sitting at home. Yesterday on was a very big shame to the so-called president of the Zoological Republic. Even though the man is dead, it was so shameful for them, prove to them that indeed we don't want you. And it's also very shameful to the so-called political leaders in the Zoological Republic to tell them that the power doesn't belong to them. They are just there in the government house, taking loan and eating. It's gradually. The next step is for them to run away from there. Is a very big warning telling them what is to come, that the people are no more foolish, people are no more stupid any longer. People are no more foolish any longer, that people, Obi is no more a boy, but now Obi is a man, that something great is coming upon them, mostly the wicked politicians. We must continue in this method, we must continue in this mood respect your coordinator, respect your reps, respect the DOS. Believe in what they have asked you to do, in as much as you claim you love our leader and you want him to come out. Believe what they ask you to do. Do that, and you will see just on a twinkle of an eye what you didn't expect, or what you are projecting for a very long time to come out will just bounce out in your feet in a twinkle of an eye. You will see it. It will happen. Great men are at work, and when great men are at work, great things come out of it. You must know that. And every member of the Directorate of State are great men God has put there, and they are working assiduously with the wisdom and the grace flowing from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu upon them is helping them. So don't worry. Your duty, my duty, our duty is just to listen to them. When they ask us to move, we move. When they ask us to stop, we stop, and you will see great things happening. Thank you very much, and keep it up. Keep on listening to Radio Biafra as we round the program up with a word of prayer. Father, we thank you, Lord. We bless you. We give you praise. Be thou exalted, the ancient of ancient, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Ninsi. My Lord and my God, there is none like thee. You alone is God. The beginning and the end, the Alpha and Omega. We bless thee at this moment. We lift your name high above every other name, because there is none like thee. We thank you, Abba Father Jehovah, for everything you have been doing in our life. We ask you, Lord God Jehovah, to continue. Give us the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Give us the health, the strength, O Lord. Bless us with the riches you have made available in this world. Abba Father, strengthen your people wherever we are, to the glory of your name. As I lift our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asking you, Lord God Jehovah, Abba Father, the Bible said that he that believeth will never be ashamed, according to Romans 10:11. Our leader believe in you, he will never be ashamed. Biafrans believe in you, we will never be ashamed. My Lord and my God, Abba Father Jehovah, the same way we are lifting ESN before you, Lord God Jehovah, Abba Father, you say, I will go ahead and make the crooked place straight. I break in pieces the gates of brass and cut in asunder the bars of iron. Father, you will lead them, you will guide them, you will direct them, O Lord God Jehovah. You open their eyes to see the enemy. Father, you strengthen them. The same strength you gave to Joshua as Moses is praying in the mountain. As Biafrans are praying, let the strength be upon ESN, and each time they embark, Abba Father Jehovah, let there be cry. Let there be cry in the camp of the enemy, to the glory of your name, that you are the one making it to happen. Father, Lord God Jehovah, the same way I lift Biafrans all over the world, asking you, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Ninsi, ancient of ancient, immortal Redeemer, you bless your children. You will not allow your children, O Lord God Jehovah, to continue to wander about like sheep without shepherd all over the world. You provide for them, you be with them, and when the time comes, you bring them back to that promised land. Father, bless them, heal them, my Lord and my God, strengthen them, O Lord God Jehovah. Those in pain, those in situation that is not good, Abba Father Jehovah, let that angel that rescue, that angel that protect, Father, deploy them upon Biafrans, those in prison, those in camp, deportation camp, those in situation that is not godly, those that are crying right now, even in Biafra land, those that don't have food to eat. My Lord and my God, I commit them into your hand at this moment, believing that you are a miracle working God. You are that God that rise up to act when there is no hope. Father, look at their situation. There is no hope. They don't have any other person to rush to, but they're still calling upon thee. Respond to them, answer them, bless them, deliver them, heal them. Immortal Abba Father, that your name and your name alone will be continued to be glorified. Thank you, Abba Father, as I lift Biafra land up to thee, O Lord God Jehovah, immortal Redeemer. Even as this impostor matches foot on that land, may he return back to Abuja with sickness. Even this impostor that is not Buhari, because he has come to that land, Jehovah Ninsi, this sacred land, may he return back with sickness. May something follow him, something worse follow him, as he is there commanding people to die. Let the cry of Biafrans that their blood have been shed, the blood of the innocent, Father, let it follow him. Follow those who invite him, and other wicked ones, and even the foolish ones, because the Bible said that your children perish for the lack of knowledge. Even the foolish one who is still in supporting them, as they are in that land, Lord God Jehovah, drinking the water, eating the food from that land, breathing the air. My Lord and my God, I pray, Abba Father, may sickness follow them, something that they can never recover. Let it fall upon them. Let the cry of these innocent ones. Some people are widows, some people are childless as a result of their evil maiming upon these people. Father, let it be their portion. Let them know that indeed evil is not good and evil is not sweet. And your land will be cleansed completely, and your children will return back and glorify your name. And the whole world will know that indeed we are that your original children, and we have come back to thee. Abba, Father Jehovah, you will do this, and your name alone will be glorified. Thank you, Ancient of the Day. Thank you, Immortal Redeemer. Thank you, Shekinah Glory, for doing amazing things in our life. Father, this I pray and believe that you have answered us as we make this prayer in the mighty name of your beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. And I leave you with this word. The Bible said, for you are a chosen people, a royal priest, a holy nation, God's very own possession. As a result, you can show others the goodness of God, for he called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. Shalom.